This episode is brought to you by the Smile Death Lifestyle brand, a small brand trying to live big dreams. With fresh new winter gear that just dropped on the website, check out www.smilexdeath.com for all sorts of swag, stickers, and car fashion accessories. We also just dropped the Smile Death Car Shop Kuroshi collaboration windbreaker. Again, that is www.smilexdeath.com. What the fuck is up, everybody? It is your boy, Damien. Today is another Media Appreciation Day. I'm really excited about this one. The first one was really fucking cool. This one, I'm sure, is going to line up just as cool. Yeah, so let's bring in the co-host, the everlasting gobstopper himself. I don't really know. I'm running out of C things, so like Chad and Chimichanga I've used. Cox. I think I've used Cox before. Either way, it is Mr. Chad Chimahowski.
Hey. Hi. How are you?
Hi. Hey, how are you, buddy?
You realize Everlasting Gobstopper doesn't have a single C in it. Right?
No, not at all. That's what I'm saying. I'm out of stuff. So it's just gonna happen, you know. I'm just gonna keep making up dumb shit. But
you're doing well. You're doing real good.
I appreciate it.
I appreciate you.
I appreciate you. Hey, we got a bunch of people in the chat. What is up, chat? Already 21st episode. We got 21 nuggets on deck.
That would be sick.
Somebody messaged me and said that. They're like, yo, 21 nuggets. I was like, we're going to all have diabetes eventually.
We just eat chicken nuggets every week. Just
chicken nuggets all the fucking time.
Soon we'll be up to 100 chicken nuggets.
Yeah. Oh, man, imagine.
100th episode. Might try.
I mean, if every week we had at least a 20 piece and then just added one more, I feel like our stomach and everything, we'd be trained to do that. So, yeah.
Wouldn't be too bad.
I see that the mysterious Shiny Pants has come back. So let's bring the Lord of Shine in, Mr. James the Fish Carper.
I'm here.
Hey, totally he's here. He's not ready at all, and that's even better.
At all.
What is up? Hi, James. Your camera today looks pretty cool.
What's up with that?
It's like it's so grainy.
Going on. I don't know why. Like,
you definitely have a sparkle effect. It's like a filter, like one of those like Snapchat filters.
I did that on purpose. That's like the freckles thing. It's the freckles filter.
I wish. Whoa, there's Peanut. Peanut, what are you doing? No, I like it. You look good. So
Thank
that's
you.
all.
Let me adjust my ring lamp here so it's not in the shot.
What do we got? We got I had nothing but pancakes and chocolate milk today. That sounds like a good day.
Actually, sounds incredible.
Solid fucking day for food, for sure.
Yeah, James' camera just deteriorating as a podcast. Yes, that's what's happening.
That's my life.
He's accidentally polishing it slowly, so it's just getting sanded down. I feel like shit today, so
good. Perfect time to do a pod.
It's from what I ate. Can you guys guess what I had today?
Pizza.
Close.
Wings.
No.
Buffalo wing. No, you had stuffed shells from the
Oh my god.
Yeah, I treated myself, and it never goes good. You know. Hey, you fucking look amazing.
I fixed it. I'm a computer guy.
Hey.
Look at that.
Do you have your light on still? You look really good.
Yeah, thank you. I turned it down because it was weird.
You look like a real YouTuber, James. It's great.
Let's just look at him.
Just look at me.
I wish I could zoom. I wish I could zoom in. Let's just start doing the pods like this.
That's perfect.
It's very awkward.
Where's the zoom?
I don't like it.
Where's the zoom? Anyway, in the chat, what is up? I want to go through some announcements quick, and then we're gonna dive into the media. And I do have something that's fucking got on my nerves, and I want to vent a little bit.
Oh, let's do it.
Dude, I'm not happy, but
perfect.
First things first is tonight we are going to go through and announce the winners of the chicken nugget episode. So we have 6 people that are winning. Shift Knob is one prize pack with stickers, a fucking calendar. We got an all over print hat that is never going to get made again that James is super mad about and he wants. We have a trucker hat that is never going to get made and James also wants.
It's cool. I'm going to buy one of those one-word hats. They're cooler anyways.
Yes, do that.
You see that?
Speaking of that, we have a one-word glove prize. So one word is nice enough to sponsor us and also work towards throwing in some cool swag for all the viewers, and that's super fucking rad. So we can't thank them enough. We also have one prize pack that's just fucking $20 and some stickers. So because of 20,
that's what I want.
Right, that's the one I would want too. Because it just go get some more food, and then the 6th prize is just literally a bunch of stickers and some cool shit. So I'm pretty fucking excited. We're going to do that a little later on. So stick around. Make sure you stick around for that. Besides that, just an announcement. We are going to take off this Thanksgiving. So the next Thursday is, of course, on Thanksgiving. So because everybody's going to possibly be, slaughtering Indians or whatever,
Yeah.
But so my Native American blood's going to take off and plan. No, I can't say. I was going to say terroristic stuff. I can't even say that. So I'm not going to do anything. But I'm just going to be chilling. No, but yeah, we're going to take off one Thursday, but the following Thursday, he hasn't 100% said yes, but that means I'm going to announce it so that he has to. But we're going to have a one-on-one pod with Sebastian from Garage Moon Power. Cora Works. He's a Final Bout judge. He's a style lord and has been in the game for a really, really fucking long time. So everybody will just start tagging him, and I'll already make the post so that he's like, "Fuck, I have to." He's locked in.
Get back out now.
Yep, he's screwed. But yeah, so Sebastian from Garage Moon Power. So that'll be really fucking exciting. So besides that, the other thing, so I wanted to talk about one thing that I'd like to try to get some media from and show off. We didn't get to talk about the Drift Appalachia stuff. Mm-hmm. So we can do that a little later, but man, that was fucking cool.
That was the second day anyway. The first day looked kind of sucked.
Did you see the picture of that Corvette on the side of a mountain? Like 2 days after?
I don't think that was there, right?
But it looks saying it's not. It was funny.
That's so funny. And yes, I am definitely on a list right now.
He's been on a list.
The content from that looked really cool. And I think there's more content than the first one, but I think the first one was kind of like just to get a feel for everything. You know what I mean? So now they're starting to release a little bit more content and stuff. The Perez flip was pretty wild to watch.
One brand.
It made sense. I guess there was two rollovers. I think there was 2 that day. I'm not sure. And like a shit ton of other small kind of crashes. Like I saw, the Hayes boys, Pergolini, like fucking dip a wheel. I think that was like, Mike getting super deep. That was sick though. Mm-hmm. But I think that happened. Oh, Mandy's saying, yeah, BMW as well. Oh, you know what? I think it was somebody from, it was, I forget who it was.
I didn't see anything about a second roller. That's crazy.
Yeah, I don't think they really like showed it. But somebody just said something else. How about that Drift Week content? So I want to fucking talk about the Abu Moon
Is this
bullshit.
What grinds your gears?
Fuck, I am so
you're angry. I love
mad.
It. I saw your post. I was like, Dad's angry.
First of all, I'm done with like that Lone Star bullshit. Like that is just complete trash. That seems like a complete money grab to have him come over here without his car. Sure, and then have no fucking low cars except for our Lord and Savior of style, Mr. Juan. If Juan wasn't there, I feel like that is a horrible representation for him. Like he's a low style king. That's what he's about. To come over here and watch all these V8 like skyjacked vehicles is
I think they put him in a Z too. Like
put him in a Z, charging like $100 a ride along for like 1 lap. Some crazy stuff. There's the big pup. But no, I'm fucking I don't know why I'm so frustrated, but so I was at Low Style Heroes. Yes. Holy shit. That's a good one. What is that?
Dude, I don't know. It's like some deep dish shit from Sharp Shopper.
Nice. Dang. I love it.
Lord Cheap Pizza.
Lord Cheap Pizza. So yeah, that's that. I'm fucking, my gears are ground. I'm like, I'm just super. And then I heard, I'm not going to say who I heard, but I heard like the people were being super like, just like fucking weird to everybody, like just bad vibes. It wasn't
like the guys
really,
that run it.
Yeah, and also like the Valino guys apparently were like kind of talking shit a little bit, like on Juan's car, which is really funny.
Yeah.
They like said like, oh, so this is what you like, and apparently here's the best part though. Satsukawa, I'm pretty sure, yeah, that's his name. Him and his brother was there too, which is cool. Another part of Abu, and they loved Juan's car, so they like fucking loved it, and that's awesome. So that means at least that was cool, but everything else, I feel like that is just, I don't get it. You know what I mean? Don't bring over a low style hero and have him see that. That's a cash grab in my opinion. So
100%.
I'm just fucking frustrated.
Everything that they do is kind of cash grabby, in my opinion.
I think so too.
I love grabbing cash. So.
Yo, grab it, bro. I'm all about like organizations doing well and making money, but you can't do it that way. Like that's just
Somebody take this fucking cat from me. All right, please take it out of my house. It's nice. It's cute. I can't take it. I can't
so cute.
Please, someone take this cat. Sorry, go ahead. It just was here.
Cats stop everything. So,
oh my god,
yeah, everything stops for cats for me. No, that was it. I just wanted to. I don't know. I'm just really fucking upset about that. Because at first I was like, yo, I want to go, and then I found out he doesn't have a car, and you know, nobody else is going to be there to like represent. I'm just so glad that Juan was there.
Yeah, it sucks we couldn't have been there.
I know,
like not look ugly.
Yeah, yeah. I didn't see very many good looking cars. There were some cool like friends and stuff that were there, like the Upsoar, the two Soarers that were at Vibes, like they were there, but like it's still not like the low style. Like, so I don't know.
This is Drift Week, right? Is there like a whole thing? Is it just like East Coast Drift Week? I feel like I didn't see anything about it other than that event.
I honestly don't. I think so. I'm not really paying attention because I stopped caring. You know what I mean? Like honestly, even the like Naoki stuff was kind of like meh to me. Like watching, I don't know. It just seems like a cash grab. It seems like all the charging for ride-alongs too. Like you hear like how he wants everybody to, and I get it to a degree, but like he wants you to make money off of spectators, and I'm like, that's. Yeah. I don't know. There's like some weird moral ethic thing that's going on in my butt.
Think of how much money we make.
I didn't know you had morals or ethics.
Yeah, I kind of don't, but like I'm kind of a scumbag, which is funny, but like I don't know. It's these are guys that like I from a young age like was super stoked and like excited about, and I don't think that we're representing American drifting by having them come over and see those events. Like at least they got like and Naoki knows like Animal Style and stuff, so that's cool. They got to drive with them, but like the rest of it, it's just like I don't know. I'm sure he's having fun, but he's getting paraded around like a spectacle, and not even with like cool cars. So it's just like I don't know.
But I guess when you're being paid to do something for free, because he wasn't paid for shit. Like, and right. he didn't pay for anything, and he made money. So I mean, yeah. I don't know. As much as I wouldn't want to drive a stock 350Z, if someone paid me to go to Japan and drive a stock 350Z and paid my way there, I would do it. you know?
But no one would pay for you to go to Japan and drive their car.
That's true. They wouldn't because they're smart.
No, it makes sense. Like I get it. Again, I'm just oh my god, cat giveaway.
I'm down literally. Like I saw that.
No.
No.
No, we can't. We can't do that. And Dan was there in the old D1 GP car, like that blue one. That one's sick, but it's still not low style. So like Nakamura or somebody else would have been different to have over, not Satsukawa. You know? Mm-hmm. Oh God, did you see this? Saw some dude raffling tickets for rides at a damn takeover.
Oh, that's fucking
That's insane. Yo, did you see the fucking video of the guy at the curb and the fucking Charger smashes his leg up against the curb with his wheel and it's just mutilated?
No, but it sounds great.
Who the fuck are these people? Like, oh my God. I don't get it. I don't get it. Hey, either way, let's fucking, ratty old Z. Yeah, it's just, I don't know. And yeah, they parade Alexi around too a lot. And like Alexi's
he always goes to the one down in Texas, whatever that is.
cool for Alexi. Like, see, that's different though. He's a little different. You know what I mean? He's not in a specific genre of driving. Alexi's open to everything, and he's also like covering footage for everything. So, yeah, you saw that, Darren? It was fucking gross, bro. It looked fake. It looked like it was just meat, like just fleshy.
I'm glad I didn't see that.
Chad, can you find that? We can watch that.
No, I don't want to watch it either. No, it's pretty gross.
I don't want to watch that. That doesn't sound like a good time.
No. So fucking let's get into some stuff. But first, I wanted to say I'm really excited. Some stuff is on the way, and I know a lot of people have been messaging me, and I'm sure reposting some of the one word stuff, but we got confirmation.
Oh shit.
Oh damn.
All right in the trash.
So the gloves are inbound, everybody.
Yeah.
So yep, we'll have information on that. We're super excited. We'd love to see them sell out, which would be fucking awesome. You know what I mean?
We could sell more than Jimmy Oaks. That would be sick.
We'll make Jimmy Oaks sell our gloves.
That would be even better.
Wait, did Jimmy get his own gloves too?
Yeah. He does. Yep. I don't know if they're yet for sale, but I just had a good idea. I'm going to Photoshop anything that Jimmy ever does and just put our glove over top of it.
That would be good.
Yep. I'm fucking stoked. So again, shout out One Word for being a sponsor for the show, being a sponsor for us. But let's dive into our first guest.
Hold on 1 second.
Whoa.
Real quick. I see Brian is here.
Sickness.
Happy birthday, bro.
Yo, it's his birthday?
Yeah, it's his
I'm
birthday.
glad you brought that up. I saw that. I was gonna say.
I didn't see anything. Where'd you see that on? Instagram or something? Or okay. I didn't see
20
that.
minutes ago.
Oh, gotcha.
Maybe you're not a true friend, and that's why you didn't see it.
Well, he hates me anyway. He probably has me blocked or something. Like I'm shadow banned. He definitely, he's got me shadow banned. All the videos of him just throwing our shit away. Happy birthday though, Brian. That's fucking awesome. Hopefully something cool happens, and he's 69 years old. We are children. I fucking love it. Hell yeah. So let's get into this. Tonight's really, really cool. We have our first back-to-back female media, and that's really cool. They're all really good photographers, and we have, let me see here. Let me make sure my timing and everything's good. I just want to make sure I don't have anything more to rant about too, because I was like really pissed off about a lot of things this week, but the Abu Moon thing will fucking stop.
It was just skyrocketing.
What is up, Ryan? Oh, this is Brian. My new name is Poser Omen.
Perfect for you.
Yeah, happy birthday though. And it looks like Miles is on Sunday. Nobody say happy birthday to Miles.
Fuck that guy.
Yeah,
Damn.
he wasn't naked enough on the pod when we had him on. So, but first up is going to be pretty quick. We became like homies. She killed it. I think both final bouts for us and vibes, which was really cool. So Miss Caitlyn, and her stage name is Clusterfuck. What is up, girl?
Hey guys.
Can you hear us fine? Everything's Gucci?
Yes. Can you
Okay.
hear me fine?
Yes. Yep. Yep. Yay! We had a few issues early on, but we figured it out. And I do like that we can do that, like take the time to like get everything figured out. I want to get to the point where if we have like a guest that doesn't have like a good setup, like we're doing a one-on-one, I can ship a fucking microphone. That's my goal. Like that would be sick.
That would be so cool.
But these
traveling microphone.
Right? But these are special because of course it's visual, you know? This we can't really put into the audio section. So let me put on some different music.
You gotta set the mood.
Oh, I get my own music. Neat.
I'll give you something. There you go. Let me turn it down. All right, it's a good volume. I have it really soft, but we don't want to take from anything. All right. So first of all, welcome to the show. You have been a supporter and a homie in the chat since day one, I'm pretty sure too. right?
Yeah. Yep.
So we appreciate you for that. That's so fucking cool. But then on the side of that, you absolutely kill it behind a camera, and you have hooked us up with some of my favorite photos of the team and captured a lot of cool memories, which is really, really neat because, you know, we're just a bunch of jabronis out there. And when we get to have those memories, like if it all ends right now, we have that, you know what I mean? And that's very special. So
that makes me happy to hear, because that's like my goal going to events. So
yeah.
That makes me super happy to be able to have that.
And you do it well. So let's jump into, like we did on the last ones, I'm going to jump right into your 5 photos. So you submitted 5 of your favorite photos. We'll talk about them, and then we're going to jump into some questions that we have. And in fact, I'll make sure, and then of course we can, you know, if chat has stuff to say too. Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
You're
you're loved. I see what you did there, Mac. I see you.
Fucking Mac. Let's start with the name. So I'm curious, before I even throw stuff up, where'd the name come from?
So the name was, I didn't pick up a camera for like 10 years after being super passionate, wanted to go to like art school for it and everything. And I just knew that I wanted to shoot again.
Right.
It was big life changes. And I was like, I need to pick up a camera again for my own sanity.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm going to shoot. And once I went to my first drift event, I was like, okay.
Yeah.
But I still wasn't sure if that's like mainly what I was going to shoot, because I also love shooting the doggos.
Mm-hmm.
That's the most important.
And some motorcycles.
That's more important.
Stuff. Right. And like the candids and everything. So, and I didn't want it to be my name.
Sure.
Because my last name is horrendous too, so that wouldn't really work with anything. I don't know, I'm just gonna shoot like a clusterfuck of things, and then
that's fucking perfect.
But there we go.
Yeah. No, that's cool. I forgot to ask the other guests. I'm curious to see. I'm gonna start asking that in everyone, because it's coming up with a name and a brand is fucking hard, and
it is so hard,
right? And you're all doing that. Like, you're branding yourself. You're, you know, depending if you're watermarking, I'm hoping you're watermarking everything, and you do. But like, still, like it's a whole vibe. So you have to make sure you hit the nail on the head, because if you have some silly name, people are going to be like, you know, like if it's like right there in their pictures and it says like dog shit media or something like.
Yeah, it's like, actually, I would post that. That's great.
I would
definitely.
Not that
mine is like that. I'm sure there's probably some people that aren't like fully comfortable with clusterfuck, and that's fine.
Yep.
I don't know. Because the other part of it too was, because with clusterfuck, it wasn't obvious that I'm a female shooting.
Okay. Yeah.
It left that anonymity of like, who is this person?
Sure.
I like that though. I think that's cool.
Funny you said that too, because I'm pretty sure I told you in Wisconsin. I'm like, first time, I'm pretty sure you sent us pictures or sent me pictures. I'm like, yo, thanks, bro.
Thanks, bro.
Thanks, bro. And then it was like the second or third time, I'm like, oh, it's a chick. Like,
that's what I think. That's a good choice, though. Making it not like, you know, it's a universal brand. It's just, that's it. I think that was a good call, because leaving it like, you know, too one-sided is also just kind of, you know, it doesn't need to be there. Like, you're creating your own image through your art, so that's all you need.
And I can do whatever I want with it.
Exactly.
It's a clusterfuck, so
exactly. Yep. No, that's cool. Sick. Well, let's jump into some of these pictures here. Hopefully, it just jumps us right over when I pull them up, and we'll start with, bam,
Jason.
So tell me why this is one of your favorite pictures. I can say I like it because his proximity to the wall is fucking sick. And you captured the butthole pucker moments when you get close to that wall.
When you feel that rumble strip and you're like,
yep.
Actually close.
Yeah, that's sick.
So one, Jason's a friend, so that's
awesome.
Always cool. Granted, that's like a lot of you guys now. But it was mostly my timing with the wall there at US Air is always off.
Oh, okay.
Someone wall taps or something happens like seconds after I put my camera down or walk away or like turn around. So for me, this was like oh my god, I finally got it.
Yeah.
I did it. And it actually like it's clear because sometimes I'll like be there, but then of course it like will be like blurry and didn't focus because I was on the wrong settings or whatever for that moment.
Right.
I was like, but this was like, finally, I win.
Yeah. No, that's cool. Hell yeah. No, that's sick. It actually looks good too. You don't see many like G's. I don't know. Is that factory arrow? I can't even tell.
Oh yeah, the thing is stock as hell.
It looks good though. It's just because it's low. That's the difference. Anything
like
lower, yeah, anything decently low looks good, and that's so funny. No, that's sick. Let's check out the next one.
Oh, yeah,
So these were our
They were our neighbors
last year.
Oh yeah.
Very nice, very good neighbors. They didn't try to touch me or anything. Well, that makes them kind of not as good. Yeah, exactly.
I mean, foul play, you just gotta get to know them, get a few years in them, you know. They're great guys.
Tell me what you love about this. Now, besides, of course, the Banshee floating behind it, which is pretty cool.
Oh shit! I didn't even see that.
Yeah, that took me a second too.
That's one reason I love this one. But so this was the first drift event I went to. It was Rio Bash 2018.
Oh, okay.
So it was the first one I went to, and I brought my camera to, and I tried shooting, and I was like, okay, this is amazing. And Rio Bash has its whole own separate vibe, and that's a whole other thing.
Right.
But being able to capture this, like from the spectator area, freezing my ass off, like, and with getting the Banshee and stuff, it was just that moment for me.
Oh, that's cool. I like that you're picking.
Like, this is it.
Yeah. Yep. It's cool that you're picking, not necessarily. So, like, as a photographer, you have a bunch of photos to go through, and you could pick the stuff that the people, like, you know, could be more popular towards the people. But you picked, and I said, your favorite. So this is cool because it has a personal significance to you, and that means a lot. So it's really cool to share that with the world and, like, the story, too. Like, that's really fucking cool.
Yeah, I love getting to share that stuff. Also, Isaac, the driver of this car, that car was my first ride along ever.
See, so yeah, that's cool.
Like, even more special than like,
you know,
I went from taking the photo from the spectator area to getting to ride in it.
Yeah.
Everything in between. So
super cool. Hell yeah. Let's jump to the next. I know at least one of them's in the chat.
Yep.
Better be, else I'll kick her ass. No, so this was Halen Crate and their first, what was it? Warriors Women's Comp down at Salem Speedway, and I was just super proud of them.
Yeah, no, hell yeah.
Because I just, with girls, it's so difficult. Just getting along. Drifting doesn't seem as hard though, which is amazing, and it's something I think we all value a lot and appreciate from each other. And just getting to see them all be out of their comfort zone for the entire comp, and really like push themselves was just an amazing experience. So it's just like,
that's cool.
I'm super proud of them. I love that you can like see the joy on their faces. And
Yep.
It was great.
No, you can definitely feel the vibes from this photo.
Yeah.
I'd be happy if I ever won anything too.
Oh, James. Yo, I can hear this photo actually. To the left is like a woo! That's awesome. Yeah,
I need the other two noises. What are they? What do the other two sound like?
Mandy's like, SR20!
She's like, I got cold.
Yeah. PC racing! I don't know the other, she's like kind of reserved. She's just like in her head, like, yo, I fucking made this. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
she's
we're really
she's
good
stoked.
Friends.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that was great. I actually drove down there with her from Wisconsin.
Oh, cool.
From Illinois. So
yeah. Fuck right. Where was this at again? You said
Salem Speedway in Salem, Indiana.
okay. Is that far from you?
It's like 8 hours.
Wow. Okay.
So,
No shit.
a little bit.
Yeah. A little bit. Yeah. No, that's sick.
But it was our girls' road trip, so it was fun.
I'm all about. I love to support the women in the driftings and actually the women in pretty much anything. But I'm one to think that it's fucking girls can do everything we can do except aim their pee easy. Like that's pretty much, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
they can drive just as good. If they put their mind to anything and their heart into anything, you can fucking do it. So I love to see women out there. In fact, it might have been when I was younger and I got my ass whooped at basketball by a girl and I was like, fuck. And I only ever had a mom, so I never had a dad. So that might have something to do with it too. But I was just like, yeah, chicks. I love when girls fucking succeed in anything. So I always support them fucking drifting.
And I love seeing the guys support them because that's like hard to find.
Yeah, it's sad.
Communities and stuff. So that's one of the really cool things with drifting too. Is just like I'm sure it happens, but I've personally never heard a male driver talk down to a female driver. If anything, just like, how can I help?
Yeah.
And stuff.
There's a lot of negativity, especially on the internet, but most commonly it's negativity from kids that I want to say kids that aren't even really driving. You know what I mean? Like a real driver, an adult driver should never do anything but build up any other driver. Like, unless you're at a takeover. That's pretty much it. Fuck takeovers.
John, I feel like I owe you an apology now. I'm tearing you down for a long time.
I'm used to it.
That is true. That is true. We're really brutal between each other. Yeah, exactly. And yes, exactly. Those without cars hate the most. That's what I see.
Seriously, though.
Slide Society saying, what up?
Hi, Mark.
Yeah, that's the other thing. It's never Sorry, James. I had to switch you out with her really quick just because these dumb comments. I can't put them to the right yet. I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out.
It's better when the face isn't on the screen. So it's fine.
I got this boogie to blow out anyway. So
get it? It's a metallic boogie? I bet
it probably is.
Yup.
Probably pretty shiny.
Want to see it? You want to see it?
I'd love to.
Lord Shiny Pickers. Yeah.
All right. Just because you're here, Caitlyn.
Thanks so much. Such a nice gift.
Fuck, I love this car.
This is a really fucking. I am super stoked at this. One, I know how rough it is to be able to capture flake, and that you captured it in motion is really sick. And the sky looks like the Windows background, so it's fucking perfect. And just US Air with the green right there. Like I don't know like what you're doing editing wise. Some people are not even editing much, but I'm sure you edited this. It looks like you definitely put a touch onto it, and it's perfect. So you killed it in this.
You.
This is gorgeous.
Yeah, this is one that's just. I love the photo, and. As many times as I see this car, I always love it, and I'm always obsessed with all the flake.
Yep.
Like, it's one of those that actually never gets old for me.
Yeah.
And I think this was one of the first times I might have done, like, in-car shooting, too.
Oh, cool.
So,
Yeah.
Like, is that real hard? Like, in-car shooting?
Yeah. For me,
I'm sure it is.
I don't know. I'm sure there's probably easier ways to do it, but I'm sure I do it the hardest way possible.
And it still is like the fucking best. So
Well, fine. But
yeah. Video's even rough. Like I couldn't imagine taking a photo. I literally can't even take a photo of something that's like not moving, and still that's good. So I couldn't imagine trying to be in a car shooting. Like, I've gotten some okay in-car footage with a video camera, and that's just because I made it work. It's not actually what I wanted, Yeah. So
that's
kudos.
why I don't set my expectations like super high with them.
Yeah.
I'm just like, if it turns out, that's cool.
Right. If it's rad, it's rad.
You know, sticking a lot of money out the window with the car coming up next to me. That's
Hey,
great.
What's the worst that could happen?
Yeah. Do you
fine.
tether? Do you tether your camera to you when you're doing in-car stuff? Because I've seen people like I run a strap, like my Lumix strap, and I'll like hold on to that in my other hand. You know what I mean? Or put it like around my arm. Do you tether anything, or it's just fucking flopping in the wind?
I mean, that would be a really smart thing to do.
You're welcome. So
I always change. Sometimes I don't have like any neck strap on or anything, and then I'll get in a ride along and I'll be like, we're on top of grid, and I'm like, oh man.
Yeah.
I guess we're just holding it out. It's fine. But also if I have a neck strap, I'll like wrap it around my wrist a bunch of times.
Yeah. Yep.
But
Living on the edge, I love it.
It's just what you gotta do.
Yeah, you're killing it. All right, let's check out this next one, and this is your last one that you decided to give us, and I gotta say, definitely fucking gold.
Yep.
Like, you absolutely hit the nail on the head with this. The timing of this was so fucking perfect. Did you know they were going to do this?
No.
Okay, so that's even better. Like,
I think they said they didn't even know they were going to do this.
No way.
I heard one of them say that.
All the passengers talked about it, but like the drivers didn't know.
That's crazy. Yeah, that's wild. I mean, it turned out, it's a fucking 100% that this is a 10 out of 10. Like, you absolutely killed it with this photo. And also, good for them. Like, they are killing it in this moment as well. Because if one's just a little super fucked, this whole photo would have been gone. You know, like, no. Yep. Yeah, this was one of my favorite photos that came out of Vibes. I was just absolutely, I'm stoked for you. So where were you even standing for this? This would have been, are you on that like little makeshift like thing that we like had the little steps? I can't even picture where you're fucking at.
There was like an old pickup truck over there. And I was standing in the bed of it.
Sick. Because you're that's what I was gonna say. You're elevated.
Right? Yeah, because I was like, I'm only 5'4". So sometimes seeing like where as far as out as I need to, like beyond the barriers, is really, really hard. Or just like past the flags and stuff. And I'm like, okay, where can I get some height here? So I'm always like climbing on stuff.
You should get those insane heels that are like you know what I mean? Like those you ever see those ones that are like stilts? You can actually like extend them. That would be fucking ridiculous.
Like
yeah, you just break your ankle. Yeah, don't do that. Yeah, no. This is sick though. You definitely fucking killed it. So, kudos to you. And I don't know if any smooth brain guys are in here, but
their driving was on point. Like,
painter stilts. Those are fucking ridiculous.
Of course, Mac knows.
We're gonna try to for Vibes this year too. We're gonna probably try to do more stuff with getting some different media perspectives, because it's hard to like. The nice thing is we get to do it with Daxton, and he gets to like try to help out too. He's like, "Ooh, we should really have a media box here, and it needs to be safe, or here, and blah blah blah." You know. So we're gonna do some cool stuff, I'm sure, for this coming up year. Because
anything with some height would be rad.
Yeah. Yep. No,
it'd be cool to get like one of those cranes or whatever. The little
crane.
In it, not a crane, but the
crane shed. Yes.
The what the fuck are they called? I don't know. A scissor lift. That.
So, what about this?
In it and then put a barrier around it. That'd be pretty sick.
What about this? You know how there's two huge light poles?
Yeah.
We're gonna run a cable, a metal cable from one to the other, and then you can zip line.
The bird won't like it.
You have to get lifted up there by the crane.
Ooh, a Ferris wheel would be dope.
Yep.
Should for sure get a Ferris wheel. Being honest,
it kind of is a whole media bunker. That is true. Yeah, repel from helicopters.
The budget for vibes is absolutely insane.
Oh yeah, unlimited. We're good to go. We got it.
Yeah, we're totally experienced enough to do that. It'll be
yeah. You don't need any training. No,
we're just like Mission Impossible style, just hanging out with a camera.
Yeah, GoPro on the chest, like a camera in hand. Get ready because it's happening.
All right. I'll get my helicopter out this year.
I'm not driving. I'm media if that's happening.
I'm so excited that I hate heights.
Oh, no. So, like, what's the height limit? You said you want heights, but how high is too high?
Like, step ladder, I'm good.
Okay.
A little higher, maybe, if it's, like, sturdy.
Okay. I like it.
High is too high.
Kind of depends. If it's, like, taller than I am, I'm sketched out.
I was talking about
really.
I know.
Oh.
I chose to just ignore it.
All the weeds.
Breeze over you.
We do that with James for pretty much everything.
True. But like every 10th comment I get something.
No, you're
it's worth it.
No, it's worth having you on for sure. Stick around. I love it.
It's worth it. You're only a part of the thing. He's the
peanut gallery. Let's get into some questions. So from the very beginning, now you already said that like you were into photography, and then what did you, or you were going to school for something like?
Yeah.
So what made you want to take media? Like what was the jump?
Like for drifting?
Yeah, we'll go drifting.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't know. I think it was really being at Rio Bash with a camera and just like it just felt right.
Yeah.
That was like, this is a community and people that I want to be around. I've always loved cars, but like just no one in my family was really into them. So like I didn't have that in to like be very knowledgeable about it. So I just felt like really out of place, like trying to hang out with other car friends. So it was like a place where I found I could be around cool cars, learn about them, and not feel like a complete idiot.
No, that's awesome.
Also,
yeah, that's cool. Yeah. How long have you been shooting?
This was my 5th season.
Oh, sick! Hell yeah! And are you shooting other stuff now besides? I know I saw like I've seen you dabble in other stuff, but like stuff that maybe we don't see on your page. Are you shooting anything else like? Doing wedding stuff or like none of that? Okay, just your main focus is
never a wedding again.
Oh, you did
never
one.
A wedding
okay,
again. I did 3.
Let's hear that worst
not
story.
My thing. Not my
what was
thing.
the worst wedding shooting experience?
Yeah,
it's just a snippet of it, right?
Jeez,
I gotta know.
Like photography wise or the whole thing wise?
Whole experience.
So it sounds like the whole everything's just a shit show, pretty much.
I mean, we went to Arizona for a wedding that I was friends with the bride. I thought really good friends, and her now husband kicked me and Corey out for no reason in the middle of the desert.
No way.
From the airport.
You want us to fight him?
Yeah.
You want
3 of us will go fight him.
Yeah, I'll go fight him.
That sounds like that's like some cartel stuff where they take your wallet and keys and they just leave you in the middle of the desert.
What the fuck?
I was like, is this even real life? Like this is supposed to be a happy day.
Yeah.
I don't understand. Yeah. So
like,
that
sounds shitty.
No more weddings.
It's weird that you don't like shooting that type of stuff because to me personally, I love your candid shots.
Yep.
Like all the behind the scenes stuff of people, I think they are awesome. Like everything, like from Final Bout and Vibes and everything that I've seen, it's like all your candids are great. I love them. And then the dog pictures help that, obviously, because dogs. But in general, they're really good.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's why, like, if I could just not have the pressure of being like the main photographer, it'd be different.
Yep.
But if I was just there, like, as a friend, I guess, and just like doing it on my own, that's different than having those expectations.
Yep. I get that.
And there's the like, I want to be at my friend's wedding, not work at my friend's wedding.
Yep. Eat the food, drink the booze.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
my favorite parts of
definitely enjoy
weddings.
it.
I was gonna say James doesn't even eat the food. He's just straight to the open bar.
Okay, well, I do eat.
Only if there's pizza.
Well, yeah.
That's funny. All right, so what? And we actually changed this question because of you.
Oh,
What camera
I didn't
gear
know.
are you shooting with? So like your main gear, body,
Yep.
and your favorite lens or other lenses or piece of gear.
So I shoot with a Sony A7 III
Mhm.
that I started with 2 years ago, and I love
Okay.
it. It's been great.
Yeah.
Really like mirrorless. And then the best advice I got was from Jim Hardig 1.3 was to worry about upgrading your glass, not the body. So I did that 1st, and I got a 70 to 200. And that has been my main. That's like my main one I use because I can be really sneaky with the candids from far away.
Oh, yep. Yeah, they don't know that you're.
I never know you're taking a
like,
picture of me.
That's why. That's
I'm
why.
like, whoa.
It's super stealthy.
No, that's cool.
The
You're a
ninja mode.
ninja. I love it.
Yeah. Else, I actually use my kit lens a lot. Honestly, it's wide.
Yeah.
So like when I'm in the hairpin and stuff, I can try to get everyone.
Yeah. No, that's sick.
So.
Hell yeah. And your top 3 favorite memories from doing media.
Oh, you're killing me.
Yeah.
Killing me, man.
I need like monumental. I mean, it could be monumental things. It could just be things that you were like, that was fucking sick. Like I just added one to my belt when I caught the fucking crazy flip at Evergreen in slow-mo 4K. I was like, yes. You know what I mean?
Did that happen?
I was like, whoa. Everybody literally looked at me and they're like looking. I was like, oh, I got it. You know what I mean? I was like, don't worry.
Yeah.
I fucking got it.
I'm shooting the first final bout that I did, which I think was 3. Yeah, final bout 3. Was a really big deal. And
Yeah.
it is every year though for me. Like I don't take it for granted at all.
Right.
Like I know there's so many people that apply and everything. So like those are always great memories because I'm just like just happy to be there.
Yeah. Yep.
And just be a part of it. Just like overall the traveling and getting to meet people, honestly.
Yeah,
Like,
that's cool.
There's so many different things, like getting to go to Vibes, and experience that. Got to go to Colorado for Alpine Horizon a few years ago for Good Life.
That's
and just
sweet.
things like that were like places I never thought I would be.
Yeah,
or,
that
like,
it would take you, right?
Whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. This last final bout, Front Street, they were coming off the balcony and coming into that like lower dip.
Yeah. Yep.
Where everyone bottoms out.
Yeah.
And I was behind my lens, like up by the top of grid. And I guess Josh's body kit basically decided to say peace out. And like his
Pretty
side
common.
skirt went under Jimmy's tire and apparently like shot right over my head.
Oh, that's funny.
That's
No
sick.
way. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I didn't even notice it because I was
Yeah.
behind the lens. And then like I put my camera down, like all the media people were looking at me and I'm like,
Right.
I got looking at me like that.
What the
And
fuck
they're
you
like,
want?
Did you not know
Yeah.
that? And I was like,
Yep.
no.
That's
did
funny.
not. Okay.
Yeah.
Guess I was almost taken out.
That's sweet.
Cool.
It's wild. I used to shoot with like my rig, it's all video, and I would always put like my monitor up top, and then I would have my foldable screen like faced towards me, and I'd be like kind of like looking down while I'm shooting. But I recently started shooting through the viewfinder because I've been doing that and feeling rubber and pieces like hitting me on the all the fuck. I'm like, how many times has somebody got their eye fucked up? Like I need to wear like safety glasses or something. It's insanity. So that's funny.
I can't
but
imagine, like
you don't even know it goes over your head.
yeah. So I normally wear those like kind of clearish teal glasses.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And
that's like your staple at the drift event.
Like, I don't know. I just got a new prescription. I'm like, I have to get new ones of those.
Oh, nice.
People are gonna be like, who dis?
Yeah, right.
But like the inside of the frames is like all tire that I can't get out. Like it's just permanently, it lives there now.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
It's super dangerous.
By the end of the day, my entire face is just covered in rubber and dirt.
Yeah.
It's so great.
Really taking one for the team.
Yeah. Thanks, guys.
No, that's one of the things too that like I always tell people like we definitely, I know for a fact, we'll grab any media that's like, can we get a ride along? It's like, fuck yeah, get in the goddamn car, because you spent how long out on a hot fucking, tarmac taking dumb pictures of us. You know what I mean? Like, get your ass in here, like have fun, like relax, because they don't understand until somebody's out there for a full event shooting media. They have no understanding the energy, how fucking hot it is, and it can get, how dangerous. You have to be on your toes the whole time, because like a wheel could literally just take you out. Like it's scary. Yep. It's sketchy. And people, they don't understand that. They're just the day after the event, hey, do you have any pictures of my black BMW that looks like every other black BMW? It's like, fucking shut up, dude. Let these artists work. It's so funny.
Part, that's not just being at the event. Like, you guys, you drive the event, you probably break some shit that you have to fix before the next event. But for us, it's like, we're there all day and then go home, have to download it, go through it, edit it, post it, and like I do my best to try to get it to you guys directly, because else why did I just stand out there for 10 hours if you guys are never going to see it?
Sure.
I appreciate the hell out of that, by the way.
Yeah, the way that you do it, I will say, we absolutely love it, because we get, like, I had to put Chad on the Kuroshi page because it gets so bombarded that you'll lose stuff, and literally somebody will send us something and I'm like, that's fucking sick, and then it gets gone. It's gone. I can't fucking find it. But your stuff is nice because you message us directly. We're all in like the group and we can see everything. And I'm like, that's really cool. Not a lot of media does that, so we appreciate that. Like, it gives us like a library to be able to like go through and post throughout the year. Like, you literally set us up for like all of winter. You know what I mean? Like, you just have it saved. Like, it's in our shit. So yeah, that's cool.
I
would do that.
I'm happy I can do that. I don't know.
Do great.
That was kind of for my benefit too. I just started that this season because it is so much easier than like, let's go like haze. They mess me up. Like 240s that look the same to me. I don't know body kits and shit like that. So I'm like, I don't know who
Haze
so
boys.
You're all going in a group, and it's just going to all of you. So I don't have to be like, is this a different wing? Or like,
yes, yeah, yep.
You know,
we're all the same. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, especially with team drifting. Yeah, that could be like really. You're like, I don't fucking know who this guy is, but if you just need one of them. Like, as long as you reach out to one of them, they can all put the rest in their group, and it makes it easy. No, yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I do love the matching.
No, sure.
It's very nice to shoot, but
right. Yeah. No, that's cool. Yeah, you kick ass with that. We appreciate you. So, next question: do you have a dream event to shoot at?
Oh goodness.
You don't have to.
No, there's just so many. Especially like doing like the drift.
The only BMW on haze. Good for you, Corey. Stand out in the crowd.
That's fair. There's just so many like events, but realistically, I think like everyone's dream to go and to shoot and whatever would just be to go to Ibisu. Like,
okay, yeah.
Thanks, cool. Mac.
Yeah,
Nico. So
Mac is going for special stage Japan this year.
Yeah, that was
Brad.
Is he really?
Yeah. He applied for media.
I want media.
I want for it, bro. Take me with.
But I thought on the same thing. I'm like, where are we going?
Yeah, right.
Where do I get tickets, man?
Yeah, Ibisu would be sweet. I'm sure like you see a decent amount of media there, but like it's not. I don't know.
Like a normal media. Like it's not like the typical Final Bout-esque, you could say. Like pictures, it's just kind of like somebody with a phone camera taking pictures. It's not like a photographer or videographer, unless it's like a YouTuber.
Yes.
That's the only like good, like quality wise media coming out of like pretty much any Japanese track, not even just there.
Yep.
Every
Unless it's like a D1 event or something, but
that'd be cool too.
Yeah, it'd be cool to like see some Ibisu like actual like good shots. That'd be really rad. That's, I mean, because a lot of it's true. It's always cell phone footage or like the YouTubers are out there kind of just having to take their own media, and it's always like action sports cameras and stuff, not like something really sick. Yeah, that'd be rad. So, any advice for drivers wanting to get more media of their car? This is kind of a fun question because it brings up, the shit.
Trying to open a can of worms. I see.
Yeah, that's what we do.
especially I like this question because you just like let some shit fly on Facebook the other week about like basically answering this question. So go on.
Go off, girl.
Go off.
That's so
I might
funny.
have made some people mad, and that's okay.
Fuck them.
You deserve it. They deserve to be mad.
I mean, if you're mad, it's probably you. So basically, so my rant was it wasn't even supposed to be a rant. It was just supposed to be a simple thing. When I was looking for photos for my calendar, and I was like, "Why are there no bumpers? Why is it all these football helmet?
Yes.
Bash rails?
Preach.
Like,
I love it.
I can't use these."
Right.
Like for the calendar, like they're not up to par. I get it. Everyone's at different stages with their car. Not everyone can do everything right away. At least you're at the track and driving. Like I get it. But like your car came with bumpers.
That's true.
Put them back on. Go to a junkyard and find one. I don't care. But like I respect the guys. I think like you guys are this way of like, you feel uncomfortable going back out on track if you're missing any of your body kits.
Yeah,
you're like, I can't do it.
It's cringy to us. It's like,
if my shit falls off. So last year when my bumper came off on like the second run of comp at Final Bout, and I was driving without a rear bumper and saw the media with it, I was like, damn, that does not look good.
Yep. When I hit the wall and the rear bumper ripped off, like it was the perfect. I wanted to do that. That was a Final Bout goal, was to hit the wall just enough that I didn't want the bumper to come off. But I hit it just enough and the bumper came off. And then, of course, some of the best media of the car was the car with no rear bumper. I just can't look at it. I can't look at it. I'm like, but I got the clip of me hitting the wall. So it was worth that because that's like, in my bank of like list of accomplishments is like a little bit of wall hit. But then, I just wish it instantly sucked back onto the car. And I know there's going to be people that are like, KBD. And I'll be like, fuck that because I can't stand that shit. I'd rather have fiberglass all day. Blow it off,
KBD
put it back
like
on.
Training wheels. Like
start
with
KBD.
I like that.
I like that.
And then like move your way up.
That's pretty funny. That's funny as shit.
So that like you've been on KBD for more than one season. You need to get a real kit.
Yeah.
it's time to grow up. What the
fuck? Stepping stones. I like that. That's so funny. James, you're also muted, by the way, just so you know.
Yeah,
there you go. Oh, got you. No, crack it, brother. We need to hear it. I'll do it for you.
Happy sound.
Yeah. No, that's cool. That is so exactly. And we kind of, I wanted to ask this question to everybody because everybody's going to have a different response because there's some that don't really care. They care more about capturing, let's say, as long as you're doing something rad in the car, they're for it. But like, it seems like a lot of photographers and videographers, they also like style. They also like clean builds because it's aesthetically, it's fucking appealing, Like that's what we want to see. Way more
enjoyable to edit and go through. Like, I'm sick of looking at people's freaking radiators and editing. Like I don't wanna.
Yep. It's wild that that's a style and people enjoy it, but
God can only hope.
So the funny thing is, Mike actually bought a fiberglass lip and side skirts for the street car, and I definitely had a big influence on that. And I'm sorry. I love him to death, and I was like, yo, this would be sick with a front lip. And then all of a sudden, I'm like, yo, check out this fucking site. You know what I mean? And before you know it, he ordered it like that night, which is pretty funny.
Nice. I would say the other thing for media is like have something identifying on your car.
Yeah.
Like be it a banner or some stickers, and like people can say like it's cringe or whatever, having your Instagram handle on there, like somewhere on your car. But like it's so helpful.
No, I get that. I get it.
There's
I could see it.
Silver and black E36s and
Right.
like Z's just be looking the same, and I'm like, I don't know who you are.
Right.
Like, do something to stand out, basically.
Yeah, use it as a creative platform to express yourself. That's kind of what I've been saying since I was fucking like 16 years old and started driving. Is this is now an art form to me? You know, like you can express yourself with it. It's so cool. It's just like you put clothes on every day. You're picking what you're wearing. You're doing the same thing when you. Well, yeah, James's mom. Your mom still dresses you. She's like, all right, James, let's get ready to go to work. I fucking wish.
Here's your lunch.
I didn't want to wear blue socks.
Oh, that's fucking so good. No, that's cool. Yeah, I'm not gonna. I won't keep ranting. I'm getting like fucking worked up. All right. And I don't even really have to ask this because I'm pretty sure I know. Actually, I'm gonna ask this because I'm assuming your home track is it Wisconsin? Is it?
It might
US
be
Air?
US Air.
Yeah, it is, right? Okay.
Yeah.
I assumed, but no, that's cool. And here's a cool question. Do you already, or do you want to get behind the wheel yourself? Or are you completely content just taking photos?
I get asked this so much. So it's always like my boyfriend Corey drifts. I do photography. We have enough expensive hobbies in our household.
Good way to look at it.
I already have my Stagia. That makes me happy. It's just a fun summer street car. I'm good with that.
Right.
I also don't know where we would have room for more parts and more tires in our garage. So I'm good behind the camera right now.
No, that's cool. Yeah. So. There's nothing wrong with that. You know, that's pretty sick. And we appreciate you behind the camera. So
I appreciate you driving cool cars.
If you were like, yo, I want to drift, I'd be like, sick. Also, I'd love to see you drift. So
I love seeing like Mac, for example, you know, going from behind the lens to behind the wheel. Like, it's really cool to watch.
Yeah, he killed it too. I'm very impressed with him. So
I'm so proud of him.
Yeah, we won't make his head any bigger. We won't make his head bigger than it is. But Mac,
that's probably fair.
You did good. Keep doing good, kid. And then, do you have any advice for up and coming media? So somebody that wants to get involved in media, or somebody that just started. Any like things that you wish you would have known, you know, early on to like save you time, save you money, anything.
I think the biggest thing is I always felt like this pressure to get media out like as quick as I could, and I would like wear myself down, burn myself out, like oh my god, I have to do this. But now when I start thinking that, Corey always reminds me, like, unless they paid you, you do not owe anyone anything.
Exactly. Yep. Fuck right. Yep.
So that goes in my mind a lot. Yeah. I'm like, oh my god, I have so much to do. I have so much to edit. I'm so behind. And then I'm like, wait, do I have to?
No, exactly. This is, Yep. Fuck right.
But you're so fast as it is.
I was gonna say you're really fast.
You took a picture of my car like backing in at the final bout pre-meet, and I think you still sent me that picture the same night. And I was like, what the fuck?
Okay,
but
by
the time you got out,
just like I'm so excited about it. Like final round pre-meet was awesome, so I was just so stoked about it. Yeah. I was like, oh my god, I have to go through these right now.
That's funny.
Which is great when there's stuff like that happening.
Yeah.
But that and just don't. So this has happened a lot this season at like multiple tracks and stuff. And it's like more of a what not to do. Do not just walk on a track. If like you have to go through, figure out the process. We all did it. Figure out the process that you need to apply and how to do it and when to do it and all that.
Yep.
But like, do not just walk onto a hot track.
Yeah.
like people will just grab a high vis vest and be like, I blend in. And then like final bout, I had to kick 2 people off.
Nice.
Because I'm like, where's your badge? And they're like, I don't know. And I'm like, get out.
No shit.
Like,
Yeah. That's
a liability for all of us right now. Like, go away.
Yep. Yeah,
and
one
I worked really
person
hard for the spot, so
right. Yeah, they can fuck it up for everybody. Like if there's a bad accident with media getting hit or something stupid.
Yeah, like they don't know if they don't know where to stand or not to stand. Like that's a big problem.
Yep.
Especially at US Air, like
we
don't have bunkers there.
No,
I've said it before. Like that place is crazy to shoot at.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's so much fun though.
Oh, I could only imagine.
Living on the edge.
I'm pretty sure me and Rich kneecapped somebody. We kneecapped a media guy because he was so fucking close. And I was, we went back in pits and Rich was like, yo, I think that kid's like dead. Did I hit him? Like, I don't even know. He was so close to us. I want to see the shots. I never saw it, but I was like,
because it was just your bumper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Dude, his knee had to be like this. You know what I mean? Because I'm pretty good at like my front bumper, like knowing where it's at in proximity to stuff. And I felt like I was clipping him. So, yeah, wild. So maybe that was one of the guys you kicked off. Because he's just like right up there. I mean, hopefully the shot was sick, but I never saw it. So maybe he's dead.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't hear anything, so I think
we would have heard. We would have heard. Last but not least, bam. Any shout outs? You got any like people you wanna shout out? Could be literally anybody that's helped you on the journey.
Well, I obviously have to shout out Corey, boyfriend,
the significant other with the support. Yep.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
Kick ass, Corey.
Just for my dealing with my editing all the time and me traveling all the time.
Yeah.
Like it's not as expensive for me to go to drift events than drive, so like I end up going to more than he does.
Gotcha. Yep.
So I feel bad sometimes, but shout out to him. And I'm gonna miss people if I do this. Oh my god! But like I know Mandy's on here, Mac, and like Darren designed my clusterfuck sticker slap, which is awesome, and I love so much. Like, so happy I met him at Vibes. I don't know. There's just a lot. Just everyone that supports me. Like, yeah, it's unbelievable. Like, you guys are all awesome.
Yay! No,
Real
that's
quick.
cool. You have a big family, so.
Yeah. Before we let you go, when do your calendars come out?
Pre-orders are open now.
Okay.
The link is on my Facebook in my Instagram bio.
Okay.
And then pre-orders are due by December 3rd.
There is the Instagram and Facebook if you want to go check that out to get a calendar pre-order in. Make sure you do that. Support the media. They support us.
There it is. Oh. Yep,
there
it is.
It's going to be hard. Yep.
Thanks,
yeah.
Chad.
Yes.
Good work.
Thanks, Chad. And I'm so good that I forgot that I made a last slide. There it is. Real big. I'm fucking stupid. But yeah, make sure anybody that's watching this live with us, if I'm sure most of you are already following her, I can almost guarantee that, which is cool because we have a really tight knit family already. I can tell, just within our pile up like entourages. We got to come up with a nickname for all of us, but we'll figure it out.
Oh, God.
Like the Taylor Swift has like the Swifties or whatever.
Yeah. They could be our pups. Because pile up podcast. Make sure, and for anybody that's watching this later on, because we do get a lot of views that are after the live podcast too. Make sure you follow her. Make sure you shout her out if she has any, has ever taken any photos of you. Repost that shit. And if you want a sick calendar, make sure you get on that pre-order. Anything else you want to shout out or do or?
I don't think so right now. I don't know. I'm sure I could ramble about a bunch of stuff, but
this won't be the last time. I'm sure but I'm also sure this isn't going to be the last time that you're on. So we're going to be doing many of these, and once we get through the group, we're going to probably, like I said, it'll be in a year and a half, you're going to have all new memories, all new media stuff. And we're going to start this over. We're going to keep going because media is a massive part of drifting. And it's one thing that I fucking feel that it's overlooked. I mean, that's what these are. We're always looking at drift clips, or we're talking about what we saw, and who's providing that? You guys and girls. So like, thank you. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, it's fucking sweet. Well,
I guess
Caitlyn,
thanks to you guys for doing this, though.
Yeah.
Because I enjoy it.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Thanks for having me.
Of course.
So
You were awesome. And with that, anybody in the chat have any quick questions? Something that they wanted to, have answered? I saw something about gear.
Oh yeah.
We already talked. Somebody was asking how you're able to edit or get it out there that fast. Are you taking from camera Wi-Fi to your phone and quick edit and sending out? Is that how you do it? I know that's how a lot of people are doing it.
I did that a while ago, a long time ago.
Yeah.
But I noticed that the quality wasn't there.
Okay.
So I still now wait till I get home, download everything onto the NAS.
Yeah.
And back your stuff up. I lost almost everything from Final Bout 3 because of a hard drive failure.
Yeah.
Back everything up because it's really heartbreaking.
Aww.
So yeah, and then I don't know, I do sections in Lightroom. I'll grab a section of 150 photos from an event, put those in Lightroom, go through those, post those, and then I don't know. I think because I don't make it feel so overwhelming as if I were to put over 1,000 photos in there right away.
No, sure. Yeah, you can go through
I think that helps.
Pick your that's kind of cool. There you go. Hell yeah. Well, again, thank you for coming on. Thank you for being you and being awesome. And I'm sure the next time we're going to see you would probably be Vibes. Yeah. Because then we would see you hopefully at Maine Final Bout.
Yes, please.
If we make it.
We still have to get in, right?
That's true.
What if something happens? Mac is asking your favorite chassis and dream build.
Man.
Bang it out real quick. What do you got? Mac's such a dick.
That's really hard.
Those kind of questions are super hard. We do that for our guests too, and it's always
That's right. While you're thinking about it, next year at SSE, I'm just gonna actually intentionally sabotage us this year.
Great.
The other years was accidentally,
good.
So this year I'm gonna drive straight into Chad.
Perfect. I like it.
Just for fun.
Can't wait for that.
This is a pretty good one. What's the worst wheel color and why is it black?
Okay, but black cars too, because both are pain in the ass to shoot and edit.
You are you might as well just be on this talking shit with us. Yeah, you're basically here. Wait, hold on.
Different view of it.
Oh no.
Oh.
All right. That's perfect. I fucking love it.
But probably, to answer Mac's question, probably an RX-7 FD, only because me and Corey have been talking about them a lot lately.
Good car. Yeah.
And I think it'd be fun to try a rotary.
Yeah.
Probably not fun in reality, but it'd be different, and that would be different. Fun.
Yep. No, sick. Hell yeah. Well, we're going to jump over. We got 2 more guests yet. We're going to say goodbye, but again, thank you so much. And I'm sure we will talk to you on the internet, in the comments, and you're always with us anyway. So we love you. That's it. Thank you so much for coming on, and we'll talk to you soon.
All right.
Bye, Caitlyn.
Bye.
Yeah.
All right. That was a good one.
She's a nice lady.
She's a nice lady. We love her. All right. So that was really cool. It's cool because we get to see her a lot, but it's always like, hey, hug, see you later.
Yep.
You know what I mean? At events, it's kind of rough.
It's not really a lot though either. It feels like a lot because of media and the internet and shit. But twice this year?
Yep.
Yeah.
Final Bout.
Yeah. I think we create these like relationships with media as like a driver that's not an asshole that's asking everybody for where's my photos. We create really good relationships, and then they form into. It starts as like a, hey, check out these photos. Then it turns into like, now we're just shooting the shit. Like I literally just met Brian, you know what I mean? And now we're literally fighting. We're in a fight. So like, but no, it's fucking cool. I love the relationships that come out of media to driver. And yeah, what were you gonna say, James? You're laughing, so something stupid's going on.
I need to pause on two things here real quick. Somebody pin Darren's comment. The ouch one, right?
Oh, yeah.
So so someone's talking about hating black cars, and Darren says even with liveries, Darren, hexagons are not a livery. All right.
And then the fuck next you, Darren.
Harry said it earlier, and I thought it was a joke. But now, is KBD JZX real?
Oh, fuck!
Like,
that was my other one. Yo, I think he laugh reacted my fucking comment, but
oh god.
Dude, I got added to a forum for a pre-order for KBD for a JZX, and I'm like, I did because of my 110, because I have the JZX, and like nice. They had like what chassis should we make KBD for, and I couldn't get. None? Well, no, I didn't. I closed it off, so I couldn't comment because I was gonna write like, burn all of your cars. You're not deserving of a JZX if you think KBD needs to be on a fucking 100, a Cresta, a 90.
That's so
frustrating.
He's gonna make S15 kits next.
Yep. Well, I mean, they're coming. But they're just not gonna look good. Like, make a new design. I would give him props if he made his own design. And I get it. We have rep fiberglass. It's I fucking get it. But they're exact replicas. It's good designs. His stuff is just not there. It's so close, and then it's just. All right, I don't want to get into it. I'm getting frustrated.
Anyways,
my head's steaming.
So angry.
I'm gonna like hate eat tonight and just eat a whole bunch of bad stuff, and I'm frustrated.
Blame it on KBD.
That's what I've been doing.
He gave me diabetes. Let's jump into our next guest. Obviously Barossa, so they can thanks I'm assuming Tom. Yeah, exactly. Even JP Fiberglass tried to make his own fucking kit. Like, let's go, just do something. And yes, the D does stand for diabetes. Ask me how I know. Let's all right, I gotta calm down. Zen, how do you do that? Like,
bring the next one.
I gotta collect my chi. Bring my chi together. I also need a drink, but anyway, really excited to bring another female artist on, which is really cool.
A rapper?
She is a Grammy nominated rap artist. No,
here with a beat.
That would be awesome.
Can you imagine?
I'd be fucking stoked. We'd be doing albums together.
Where's my soundboard?
Dude, that's why I can't give it to you. I'm sorry, James. I know what's gonna happen.
I got ways for that.
But you do. You did it last time. But we are going to bring on our next guest. Her name is Ellie, and it's cool because we don't know her, and that's even cooler. And she was in a different area, so we get to see, cars and stuff. Not that we don't love our friends, but this is just, it's refreshing because it's somebody that we don't know. It's a new experience. So let's bring her on. Hopefully she's ready, because guess what? She's coming on stage. I need like WWF music. Here she is. Bang! Ellie, what is up?
Right. Hi, how are y'all doing?
How are you?
16 bars now. Go.
Y'all.
I guess, James, you have to rap. You got to rap now.
You have to rap. Maybe you said you're a rapper, so.
I'm sorry. I should. Here, I'll put on a good beat. All right. And let's go. No, I'm just kidding.
I don't
wouldn't get anything good out of that.
Imagine if she just killed it right now, which would be awesome.
That'd be so sick.
Right? I can't freestyle to save my life. So,
anyways, I'm sorry. Hi,
that's okay. I love hearing y'all rant about shit. And also, I need to say, I'm wearing a Lone Star shirt. I don't know anything about them, but I got this.
Oh, don't worry. I won't yell at you.
I
do not. But I will tell you that I'm not a fan of him right now.
Listen, we can talk about it. We can talk about it offline because I'd love to know.
Oh, you like the tea? That's right. Yeah. We'll get into it. Awesome. So first of all, can you hear us? I can hear you. Everybody else, is her volume good, James?
Yeah, we're casual.
Pretty good.
Yeah, we chill.
Okay, cool. James actually put in the private chat to turn up Caitlyn, and I didn't see it right away, and then I did turn her up. So hopefully that worked, because that's the first time I ever did it manually. So hopefully on the live stream, she's not just blaring. Because
she's so loud.
Right, I have no clue. In the chat, also, everybody in the chat, you can also be our editors and help us out a little bit. If somebody's a little too quiet, I don't know exactly what I'm doing, but we can try to do it, because I want to make sure that everybody is heard.
We're trying here.
Yeah. No, we're trying. We're trying to do some cool stuff. So anyway, first of all, thanks for putting aside the time. I know I heard that you are, do we say it? Are we allowed to say it? Okay, so you're skipping class right now to be on the podcast?
Yes.
I'm calling the cops.
Technically, it was earlier, but I just wanted to be home and be settled and like not rushing around. So yes, I skipped class.
You might not be a rapper, but you're a fucking gangster.
Gang. What? Can I ask what class? Is it important at all? Anyway.
It's my Foundations of Policy Analysis class.
I have no clue what that means. So it sounds like you're smart. Like all right.
I didn't graduate.
Yeah, we're pretty dumb if you haven't already picked that up.
Hey, education doesn't mean you're dumb. It's all good.
Yeah. So I'm just looking at the chat too. We got a bunch of idiots in here. I love it. Everybody, we're so stupid. We are all just one big pile up of mess.
Everybody that's arguing about Wawa Sheets is better.
That's what I saw. I love it.
Yeah.
So let's get into this. You joined. Where did you find you got tagged in our post, right? When we had the post about that we're going to be doing the media stuff.
Sorry, my cat. Of course, when I start talking on here, she wants to be involved.
She can totally be involved because we love cats here.
Maybe I can get her in a second.
We'll interview the cat.
Yes. Someone shared the post, and I was like, I'm going to basically tag myself. And
oh, cool. That's awesome.
I DM'd y'all. Oh, my God, my cat turned off my light. Okay.
I love this cat. No, that's awesome. I was really hoping that was going to spread, and it seemed to do really well, which is really cool, because one thing that's really funny about the drift community, I feel, is like each driver has certain media that they meet throughout the years that starts to stick with them. Yes,
cat.
Oh, where's my cat? I don't know where my cat. Yeah, she's doing something sketchy, probably. Yeah, it feels like each driver ends up having like, a family of media. So then they get to every driver was just tagging their homies, that does media. And it was super neat to see. And how fast that spread was really cool too, because it just shows you the drivers that have appreciation for our media family. So it was really neat. So I'm super stoked that somebody shared that and you were able to see that. And we're going to do another one eventually. Like once we get through this list, I'm going to do another one, and I want everybody to spread it again so we can get like just from all over the United States, international. Just I want media to be seen. So I'm glad you were able to get on here. So we're going to jump right into your 5 photos. We asked you to give us 5 pictures of, your favorite 5 pictures, and then we're going to talk about each one. So let's jump in and boom. So your first one. And anybody that's in the chat or going to be watching later, her Instagram and her media stuff. And I did want to talk about the website that you have then too, because that's kind of interesting to me, because I'm used to a few, but I'd like to see what else is out there. So we'll talk about that at the very end. But cool. So why did you pick this picture, besides the fact that it's definitely showing speed? Like this guy is fucking ripping.
Yeah, so I took this at Hyperfest this year.
Okay.
And Hyperfest was my first like huge event. You know, I was able to get in because I knew someone who was doing media, and I also just really learned a lot at this event about, you know, how to use my camera properly, because I just really I dove into media, like not really learning about techniques and stuff beforehand.
Okay.
I've been learning as I go.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I have an older camera that I shot this on, and I was just so proud that I was able to get such a crisp picture at a lower shutter speed with my camera. And it's a kit camera, kit lens.
Sick.
Yeah, I'm just really proud of that.
That's cool. No, I love to hear the stories.
Crispy photo.
Yeah, it is crisp, and it really sucks. And I hate that we only have like the 1080p resolution, and then the upload of any of my media is also brought down for like, you know, bandwidth or whatever for streaming purposes. But yeah, I could tell that when I was going through these, like these were your shit's very crispy. That's a good word, crispy. I like that.
Yes, crispy.
Coming off of our nugget episode, the last one, yeah, they were super crisp. No, that's cool. That's cool. So, and Hyperfest was Virginia, did you say?
Yeah,
Okay.
VIR.
That's where you went. Okay, VIR. Yep. Sick.
Is that where you're out of? Did we cover that yet?
Not yet. That's later, James. That's in my questions.
Shut your fucking mouth, James.
Yeah. How much pizza do you have left, by the way? Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Attaboy. All right, let's check out your next picture.
Oh my God.
The man, the myth.
That is fucking hilarious.
That's insanity.
You're going.
That is crazy. He sent that before I picked it. That's just iconic because it was like a pro car, and then right to that is crazy. So
uncomfortable.
What the ironic that the timing is so cool. I love that shit. I love irony. Called it. Gucci called it. Let's talk about this one. So what made you pick this picture?
So this was also taken at Hyperfest, and I shot this on film.
Oh, cool.
That's a film shot. That's damn good.
That's crazy.
Yeah, thank you. I'm very proud of this because it was on film. Film is like, you wait 3 to 4 business days to be disappointed when you get your shots back. And it came out so good. And this was one of the first few drifting pictures I took on film.
That's cool.
So yeah, it was just beautiful. I'm in love with this.
Yeah. Monumental for you.
I wouldn't have known it was film if you didn't say that. Like
Same.
It's not like grainy like a lot of film is, which is pretty rad. That's really fucking cool.
It has a little bit of grain. The film I used for this definitely has a very fine grain, and it was a more expensive roll of film, but I do like grain in film. I think a lot of people enjoy that. So you can see a little bit if you look at like the full picture of this.
Yeah. Yeah. People are saying that's crazy good. Yeah, that is cool. I did not know that either. That's fucking sick.
Thanks.
This is actually one of my favorite cars that he has as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, this car's pretty
rowdy.
Pretty wicked.
It was my first time seeing it. I don't know if he debuted it there. I don't honestly follow him too much. I don't follow a lot of people too much because I just have other shit to worry about.
Right.
But yeah, it was sick.
You got another photographer is asking what film stock is this, if you remember offhand?
Yeah, I think this was Ektar 100. I'll have to double check. Brian, I'll DM you about that.
Sick. Yeah. That's awesome. Can I ask you a really quick question? Because I've been thinking about this a lot lately. Does media, it's starting to bother me now.
Oh no.
The drones. Does it ruin the photo for you? Because it doesn't ruin this photo. This photo is awesome. But I've been seeing drones start to get in the way of epic shots. Now, I can Photoshop it out because I'm a graphic designer, but I know some people don't want to do that because that's like, you know what I mean? That's not the point. The point is capturing the moment. And sadly, there was 2 drones fighting each other right above a car. But like, does that bother you at all? Do you feel like it's starting to take away from some of the epic shots? Because even videos are starting to get like, I'm getting annoyed with like these drones just flying everywhere.
They typically don't bother me. But in this shot, it does bother me because aside from the drone, this shot would be so fucking perfect.
Right.
But at the same time, like I got prints done of this picture and I took it to like a local film group gallery night thing.
Yeah.
And they were like, "Is that a bird?" And I'm like, "No." I'm like, "No, it's a drone. I guess it's like a fun little Easter egg, you know?"
It'd be cool if it was a bird. If like a hawk or something was following it, that'd be kind of sick.
I mean, it's basically a bird, right?
But birds aren't real. It's true. Birds aren't real. This is also not real, which means this is a bird.
It's a bird. Yeah, no, it's funny because I've been thinking about it a lot lately. Oh, look, I love that people are in the it's annoying. So, like, I get it. But
does this make drones is to drift photography as like cell phones are to wedding photography? You know what I mean?
Yeah. So, and here's the thing: the drone shots, and I hope we get somebody that does, drone photography and videography on here because that's cool. It's a different art form. I get it. But the only thing that I don't think that they're also thinking of is others. You know what I mean? Like, and realistically, from a driver's perspective, the whole zipping around and like really close to the car doesn't ever really look good. The best shots are steady and from high up that you can see the line, the angle, gives you a replay on an actual like a sports, event. That is more my favorite drone. Again, I can't tell anybody how to do their art form, but it's been popping up. I saw an epic photo the other day and literally all I could look at was the drone. And that's what made it stick in my head. And then as soon as this popped up, I was like, I wonder if she fucking hates that. So I had to ask.
Once I noticed it, I hated it. Yeah, I've known some drone pilots who just go crazy with the zipping around and the turns. And I'm like, I don't know who enjoys watching this because I don't.
Right. Yeah. It's kind of jarring. Like it doesn't. Now, granted, I did see a video where the guy like flew the drone into the car, like into the back window and like out the other side. That was sick. Impressive. But look, very impressive. But like the shot, it's totally different. It looked cooler to the video camera watching him do that than the actual footage of him doing that, But anyway, I was curious. I wanted to ask. But very sick shot. Let's check out the next. So, hey, another drone. What? Now, I'm sorry. Yeah, they should camouflage the drones. They should be like something, I don't know. Maybe they should make them look like birds. That'd be pretty sick. But anyway, what made you pick this shot?
So I took this at Dominion.
Okay.
It was a comp, I think, for Catch My Drift. Okay. And I think I was really proud of it because I don't know how other photographers feel about this. It could just be a skill issue for me, but I have a really hard time getting tandeming cars both in focus.
Okay.
I was able to do it in this shot, and I love the smoke. I can't remember the chase driver's name, but the tires he runs are always phenomenal. Very smoky. I just love that.
Yeah.
Everyone loves some smoke. And also that part of the track, there happened to be like a huge pocket of light and it was really difficult to shoot. And I was still able to get this shot. So yeah, I enjoyed it.
No, fuck right. No, that's cool. I can't remember his name either. And it's on my tongue.
I know it's Turk's old car. That's all I know.
You mean Forsberg?
Oh, cool.
Or yeah. Forsberg. Yeah.
Alex? I don't know. I'm an idiot.
I don't know. I'm sure I have him on Instagram, but I need to start making a list because when it comes time to post and tag drivers, it's so difficult trying to find them. So I'm just like, somebody find this driver, please.
Yeah. Yep. So you said Dominion Speedway, right?
Dominion Raceway, yeah.
Yeah, in Virginia.
Yes.
Okay. Yep. I have actually.
We're getting to that later. Where she's from. We're getting to that later.
I already know where she's from. But I don't remember seeing much media ever really come from that speedway, and it's kind of cool because you can't tell where it's at. It just looks like a nice racetrack. You know what I mean? So yeah. I've never really seen much media, even like some of the shootouts and stuff that I've been to down there to like try to get the pro licensing and stuff. Like I don't even remember seeing media there. So that's really cool to see that you got some shots. And I can't even picture where this is on the track, which is even cooler. So because that's, the focus is on the cars and everything else is where it should be. That's really cool. All right, let's see. What else we got? All right.
No drones.
No drones.
That's a plus. And what made you pick this photo?
So this was from a 2-day event at Summit Point, which I'll just let the cat out of the bag. That's my home track. So I'm there at least once a month.
Wow. Yeah.
And this was during a competition. I mean, not this specific run, but it was a cold, wet, rainy weekend, and I camped in my car for the first time, which I'm not going to do that again. I don't think. I got water in my headliner.
Oh, geez.
Yeah.
It's not good.
It's not good.
But yeah, this was just a really rewarding shot from that whole weekend for me because it was just miserable.
Yeah. No, that's cool. That's cool. Which part of Summit Point? Which do you remember what track this was? Like what part of it? I love to look at pictures and try to figure out where it is. That's like one of my favorite things. And also when you capture the moment right and showing the sense of speed that the rest of the background is blurry and the car's in focus is one of my favorites too. So
yeah,
that's
and this day, a fellow photographer was really pushing me to lower my shutter speed, which I always struggled with because of my older camera. Okay. The stabilization on it is just not good. So
got you.
I think I got this at like a 30th, which I was really proud of. So that definitely added to it. I think this was on the extension of Jefferson. I know it's near. Okay. If you're on Washington there, and we had to like walk all the way to this area.
Yeah.
I think that's where it was. I could tell. I could point it to you on the map.
That would make sense. Yeah. No, that's sick. Yeah, that's definitely cool. I really wish we could. I got to figure out a way to like high res this shit on here. I want people to like see. You know what I mean? Because like
they can go to my Instagram and look.
Well, yep, that's true. That is true. And we'll push that too. Make sure everybody that's in the chat, everybody that's watching and listening, make sure you stick around. And we're going to be we'll have the information. We also have the giveaway when we're done. In between Ellie and our next guest, we're going to have the giveaway for the prize pack from the chicken nugget episode. I sound really stupid saying that, but
is that when I win my hat?
That's when somebody wins a hat and then you have to buy it. You have to buy it from them. All right, sick. And let's check out your next photo. So I'm going to say one thing really quick before you say anything is I fucking love this. Yeah. This has such a UK feeling. Mm-hmm. It's insane. Like some of the tracks in like the UK are very not run down, but they're just like, it's a all out fucking drift crazy fest. They just go hard, and this has really cool vibes. So, I don't even know where this is at, which is even cooler too. So tell me why you picked this photo besides the fact that it's awesome.
Yeah. So, this was on film as well.
Oh, that's cool.
I was so glad. Yes, this is Nick, Funky Charisma. If this is him as well, that's his name on Instagram.
That's him right there. That's cool.
In the car.
Nice.
And I I remember taking it and I was like, shit, I just got that on film. Like, I hope it came out good.
No, it's so cool.
And I got it and it came out great. Yeah, this is at Capitol.
Okay.
Where near Baltimore.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's now the closest track to me. I think they just recently, like over the summer, started doing drifting. It's a skid pad, but they've extended it. So they have like a couple, like here I was sitting in this kind of grassy area, and then they go around like Nick was doing in this picture. Yeah, and it's just great. It's very grassroots. I will say I think the track owners are definitely still figuring things out in terms of what drivers want and what they need. So I don't know, there's pros and cons to that, but it's very grassroots. It's pretty cool. And I just thought this was a sick shot, and I remember posting it, and it's always kind of touchy for media. Like, can we post someone like crashing, but this is just dropping a tire, and I think he was perfectly fine after this. So I was like, fuck it, I'm going to post it. It's on film. It's sick. And everyone loved it, and people at Capitol loved it. So I actually got this printed out as well.
Sick.
And I just got one to Nick finally. Brian, I don't know if this is on Portra. I can't remember what I shot this on, but I will let you know. Yeah, I was really happy about this.
No, this is it's cool. This is very rad shot. It definitely, like, you can feel this, like, as a driver, but also as like what you're capturing as media for one of those moments where you're like, yes, I got it.
Yeah.
And I love the
dirt spraying in the back. On both sides of the car, and like high up in the air above the guard tires in the back. It's just beautiful. It turned out great.
No, it's super cool. Yeah, this is definitely, out of everything we've seen so far, this is definitely my favorite. It portrays, I don't know, I just also like carnage. Can we talk about something really quick that you brought up? Is that a thing with media where it's like, should we post this crash? Or like when there's a crash, because one of our close friends just posted something about Formula Derp, or no, it was Lone Star Derp posting his crash, because it was like a Instagram thing where you're like, show your crashes or whatever. So he posted his video of why he says it was one of the things that made him stop drifting and wanted to get out of the drifting community, because it was without his consent that it was posted. But I'm going to go on record and say that you're out in the public doing stuff. My personal opinion is you made the choice to get in a car to go to a racetrack where there's media. There's no consent. It's just, if we capture something fucking epic or bad, it's like coverage of the news. If 8 people get slaughtered in front of a 7-Eleven because Chad was doing weird stuff in the bathroom, but if that happens, it's going to get covered. If there's media of it, it's going to get out there. So I didn't know. I never heard until you said that. It started to click. Is that kind of like an underlying thing with media? Like, do you like kind of think about it before you post it? Like, ooh, this is really bad. Or now I get it from a liability standpoint. Like, if somebody's doing something pretty fucked up, or the racetrack said, okay, let's try this, and it didn't go the right way, and we don't want people to see that it was like kind of like a mistake, I kind of understand that. But like, in a normal sense of, you're there, everybody's doing stuff, it was just a crash and shit happens. Do you think about that? Is that something that goes in the back of your head, and do you talk about that?
Yeah, it's definitely something I think about, and that I talk with other media about. There's definitely a difference between like consent and also just decency. And like, I know drivers, I know like how much y'all put into this, and blood, sweat, and tears. And I think also it just depends on the shot. Is it a cool shot? Did it turn out good?
Sure.
Are you just, is it a shitty picture of a crash? Like, I think it can definitely be case by case. I would definitely reach out to a driver first. If I had a picture that I was like, hey, this turned out really good. Like, do you mind if I post this?
Right.
But I know a lot of media folks who just stop like pressing the shutter when someone is crashing, if it starts to go that way. Yeah, so just depends.
I was just curious because I guess from when I sit back and I am watching something unfold, I'm there for entertainment. So I'll case in point this. Me and Mike Pergolini went to this place called Drift, Drums PA, Drift Evergreen. I went there for crashes. Like I was videotaping, and this is my third year getting some epic crashes. But like in my head, it was like they're out there doing it. I'm just gonna fucking post it. You know what I mean? Like I understand the consent stuff, but I was just really curious because we all think differently too. If somebody got hurt, that's the only time I think I wouldn't do it personally, because I would be like, this is pretty fucked up. But if somebody they're like, fuck, that sucked, I'm really pissed off that I crashed, that sucks for you, but I'm still gonna probably post that. You know what I mean? If you get hurt, I'm not. If you stand on top of your car and the crowd is fucking cheering, I am definitely posting that shit. like because that's epic. But I was curious. It's like the situation.
Yeah, I think it depends on the vibe. And also, like, I've been a spectator, and spectators like to see crashes.
I mean, it's like NASCAR. NASCAR's so fucking boring. But if there's an accident, it's epic as shit. So, like, it makes it's fucked up to say, but it's like, it's kind of what the people want, you know? I literally just love watching James's bumpers and shit fly off.
No, I love that too.
No, you don't.
We hate that. If I ever like eat it, I for sure want to see pictures.
See,
like, absolutely. I want that. Like, if my car catches on fire, take pictures because it's gonna look sick.
It's a memory. It's like, holy, even if I fuck up really bad, like I did, I have the Leah got me going straight at final bout, and my bumper just went boom. Like I fucked up, but it was cool to see that. You know what I mean? Like I enjoy seeing the fuck ups. I kind of think that's another thing that we always post the really cool shit, and there's not a lot of really cool shit in between that could also be epic and look cool. So I like to see all the aspects. But no, it's funny. No, I was just curious because it's a personal friend of mine that I'm bummed that he got out of drifting, and I was sad to see that post because, to me, I don't know, I just think differently about his post of, like, it was cool that it was kind of, it sucks. The whole situation sucks, but it was cool that it was captured because it's a moment that happened. So, was very curious. And then here is your information. So anybody in the chat, anybody that is watching this at a later date, this is how you can find all the rest of her media. This is also where we're going to talk about this website thing. So what is... And I didn't get a chance to like really look at this yet, but what is the smugmug.com versus I'm so used to seeing people put their stuff up on like a Flickr account or this. So what is the smugmug.com site?
It's just like Flickr, an image hosting website. I think you are able to sell more through SmugMug.
That's
like
cool.
if somebody wanted to order prints, but I will say, if someone wants to order specifically film prints from me, definitely like reach out to me individually and not. Yeah, I agree with that. It's a good, yes. Yeah, definitely reach out to me individually if you want to order a film print because I'll get it scanned like at a higher resolution and all that.
Okay.
But yeah, you can sell a lot more. And so frankly,
this site you can actually sell.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. That's nice.
Yeah, I decided that I just, for the most part, I'm not doing this for free anymore because I'm a full-time student and I work and, I have very limited time and I'd like this to take off as a side gig and maybe as a career one day. But
yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot for me to go to the track.
Oh, sure. Yeah. I just want to bring to attention really quick that I believe James is frozen. So I just want to everybody check this out.
I'm just looking at stuff.
There's no way. There's no fucking way that you're just looking at stuff that still. I hope he just starts moving.
What do you mean? Am I not moving?
Is this one of those?
For sure not moving, buddy.
He's doing that
on my screen.
He's doing that thing.
Ours.
Is this a joke?
No, you're 100%.
Everything over. I just unplugged my shit.
You're so ridiculous.
Jesus Christ. Whatever.
Anyways.
That has been frozen.
Yeah, well, you can stay frozen. I like it.
I was just gonna say I like the smug. I've been looking at the smug mug. All right. I like
have you?
the format. Like feels better than Flickr.
Yeah. Well, so honestly, I was going to ask that too, because that was one of my questions is like Flickr and stuff. When we get like libraries on, and I don't remember if it's Flickr or what. Oh, there's my kitty where she's going. Oh, but anyway, when we get sent sometimes like libraries of things and media's like, hey, here's all your shit, use it. And then like I click on it and I can't download anything. And then and then I have to request access and all this stuff. It's just, that's why I'm curious to see what else is out there. As well as it helps spread the word to other photographers, videographers that might not know of a different website, especially because I think media should be paid for what, you're out there doing. There's always going to be those like, hey, I took all these photos of your team or of you individually. Here's a whole library. Just tag me. I get that because that's the way that it spreads for you guys and girls. But the whole like, hey, I have 50 shots. They're all pretty epic of your shit. Throw me some bones makes sense. Like you're out there. It costs money. There's gas money. There's food. There's all that stuff. I think at bare minimum, media should have everything taken care of, at least like in that sense, gas, everything. And then the bonus icing should be the selling. You know what I mean? So I know tracks let you in for free. Some tracks are still charging media, which is fucking crazy, but I still,
Capital still charges, unfortunately.
Makes no
they said
sense.
they can do like media passes now.
Okay, that's good.
But I'm gonna have to see because the last event I went to just like wasn't the best.
Right.
In terms of just how they were running it.
Yeah.
I want to at least get my like Smug Mug subscription covered each month. Like
you have to.
Great.
Oh, and you have to pay for it. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Can I ask how much that is? Just out of curiosity.
Yeah. I believe in full transparency, so I'm happy to talk about any of that.
Sure. What's your login and Social Security?
No,
I'm just kidding.
I think they have 3 tiers, and I think I'm at the middle one, and it's about like $45 a month.
No way. Okay.
Yeah.
So
and I'm not paying for the yearly one because I just didn't have the money to like upfront pay for a yearly subscription, but that would have been cheaper.
Holy shit. I mean, that's a decent amount of money though, monthly that, you're out there. So at least, I mean, more than that, you should be, you have to be able to make some profit too. So that's wild.
Yeah.
I did not know that. So James is trying. Oh, he's trying to unfreeze. I like it, buddy.
Not working.
No, you're still frozen. I would say just get out and come back in, and let's get into some questions. So we're going to ask the same questions that we asked Caitlyn, because I like to hear the differences. You know what I mean? So first of all, what made you want to take media? What was the initial like, I enjoy this, I'm going to do it?
Yeah, so I was into photography in high school, but I definitely didn't stick with it.
Okay.
And then I dated a drifter for 2 years. And,
that'll do
it. Sorry, what'd you say?
I said, that'll do it. Ruin your life.
Oh, no.
James is messing up. James is messing up all of our stuff.
James is fucking up everything right now.
Can y'all hear me?
We can hear you. Yep.
Oh, no.
James is back.
Frozen. Technical difficulties. Hopefully the battery didn't die.
Okay,
wait, is it actually still frozen?
No, you're good, James. You're good.
Oh man, you're breaking up. Oh wait, you can't hear us. Fuck.
Oh yeah, true.
I left and came back and fucked her up.
Yeah. When you left,
all right, I can just leave.
No, you're good.
I get it.
We'll figure it out. That's pretty funny.
Okay, like this.
I can. Yeah.
Okay.
Let me see if I can actually. How's the volume for everybody? Should I turn her up a little bit?
Yeah, a little bit.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. Let's rock and roll.
Okay.
It's James's fault, so we apologize in
It's
advance.
always. It's
He's
normal.
basically a hacker, so he did something weird.
It is all good. So yeah, I have an ex who is a drifter, and so I was like the supportive girlfriend, which I loved. And then I was like, let me get some great shots of him driving, and that made me bring out my camera again. And I was like, like I really want to try to get good at this. And I'm like looking at photographers' pictures. I'm like, why don't mine look like that? You know?
Oh yeah.
And yeah, I've been with it ever since. So.
That's awesome. Yeah. No, that's cool.
Great. I'm very grateful for that.
It's neat, even though you said X, meaning it didn't work out, that you still have something positive from that experience.
Yeah, absolutely. And
Yep.
like everything is a learning experience. I'm very grateful for that relationship, even though it didn't work out.
Right. Should we call him out? No, I'm just kidding.
No.
I'm just kidding.
No, and he's a great drifter. So
That's cool.
Yeah. But
Is it Forrest Wang? That's all I want to know. Okay.
No.
We just start naming all these guys that we know.
No one at that level.
Is it Adam LZ?
Oh no.
So I want to start a rumor. Let's start like some crazy rumor.
That's fine. Y'all go for it.
Yeah.
You're dating Colette, right?
Yeah.
Nice.
But yeah, I also like was introduced to drifting through him. I was not into cars really or anything like that, and I fell in love with it. So I'm very grateful for that.
Fuck yeah, that's awesome. So how long then have you been shooting? So it sounds like you had the camera before the drifting stuff too. So how long total have you been shooting, and how long do you think you've been shooting the drifting versus total time too?
I never, when I was in high school doing it, it wasn't very, I wasn't taking it seriously, so I don't really count that. But honestly, I've had my first full season of drifting this last year.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah. That's super cool. Hell yeah.
You're killing it for only shooting like one season.
I was going to say that too. Like, that's one season of shooting good shit.
Yeah. Would take me years. You people behind the lenses are crazy to me. I can't do it. Sick. And then what is your gear setup? So like your favorite on track, like what is your essential, your body and like your go-to lens, and or if there's anything special too, because I know I have like little special stuff that's like very important to me.
Yeah. So I shoot with a lot of different stuff. When I started out, it was just my D3100 Nikon for my DSLR with the two kit lenses, an 18 to 55 and a 55 to 200.
Okay.
And then I have my N60 film camera that I shoot with regularly. If I'm shooting the actual drifting, I use my 70 to 300. But I have a great friend named Marvin. Shout out to Marvin. Okay. He's a non-motorsports photographer, but I'm getting him into it now. And
oh, nice. Spreading the disease.
And he lets me shoot his very expensive Z7 II. Okay. With a 70 to 300, and then he also has a Pentax 67, which is medium format film camera from the 70s.
That's cool.
That I've gotten some great shots with that I'm still going to scan soon. I have my own scanner. I bought my scanner recently.
Nice.
So I'm making little investments here and there.
Yeah.
I use an Instax wide a lot. It's kind of difficult because it's a wide, lens on it. I mean, it's not, I don't know how to describe it, but yeah, so I have to be really close to the track. Right. If I'm going to get any good shots like that. But yeah, drivers really like that. And that's what I consistently shoot with. But everything that we looked at today was shot on my D3100.
Okay.
Well, all of the digital photos.
The digital stuff. Right. No, that's awesome. Very cool. It's neat to see that you have a plethora and a wide range of stuff too. Also, I really like to see like when photographers have digital and film. I think that's really cool. it just gives a different feel, which is really cool. But it was crazy with yours because the shots were so good that I could not even tell. Like, now granted, looking at them in the high res format, you can see the noise. You know what I mean? Like, and that's really cool. We can't really portray that as much, but I think that's really cool. But yeah, that's awesome. Somebody in the chat did say that your ex is Aaron Lossy from Lone Star Drift, and we're just fucking around, but that's just funny. I wish it actually was, and I was sitting here in the beginning, like really mad about him bringing Abu.
On him.
Listen, I'm glad y'all are having fun with this. I was like, I know when I say that my ex got me into this, there's going to be a thing. So,
oh sure, yeah, oh yeah. I mean,
it doesn't have to be. You can tell us to shut the fuck up. Whenever.
These three, and I'm going to blame it on the chat. That's the chat. So no, I'm just playing. We're a bunch of idiots. So if you give us fuel, it's going to start on fire. But no, that's really cool. So no, it's cool that you're well rounded. You know, film, digital. You're doing your own scans. I think that's really cool. It's admirable. So, do you have 3 favorite moments from doing media since you started? And I'm going to say doing drift media, particular. I'm very curious about that. But unless something like, you know, photography, something does stand out, you know what I mean? Specifically, that was like epic in your growth or whatever. But otherwise, just three moments that maybe stand out.
Yeah, really, it all has to do with drift media. I don't have enough experience outside drift media. You know, Hyperfest for sure.
Okay.
That was just insane for me. And just really great, like, bonding with people who I just hadn't met before.
Right.
You know, I drove like 6 hours by myself and I was camping by myself. And especially as a woman doing that, like, that was a little terrifying in and of itself.
Yeah.
But everyone around me made me feel really safe. And I also just learned a lot. So I cherish that weekend a lot.
That's awesome.
I
feel like drifters are safe. Like, for the most part, like, I've never felt like, honestly, it's always the spectators that I'm sketched out about. Like, the people in the pits I'm like pretty good with, but like I would feel safe, you know, even as a woman anywhere, like chilling with like the actual drivers and media and stuff. It's always the spectators because you just don't know motives, you know what I mean? And they're, you know, they're not really there. They don't have nothing to lose, you know. Yes. Your cat turned your light off again.
Well, she's trying to.
Aw.
A little baby.
You want another.
Yeah, James has free cats, just so you know.
He's got a guy coming up from Virginia tomorrow to drop some wheels off. I can send him home with a cat.
Transport some kitties.
What a deal.
Well, no, that's cool. So Hyperfest, what do you have any 2 more, you think?
It's hard to choose. I'm just grateful for like all the friendly people I've met at Summit Point who have helped me out. And also, like, I started shooting at Showtime Speedway in Clearwater, Florida, because I'm from Tampa.
Yep.
And that place reminds me a lot of Capitol. Just being
so it's like backwoodsy style.
Yeah.
Sick.
Yeah, just like a lawless land.
Right.
Hell yeah.
I mean, I don't think that's that, but you know, just it can be a little sketchy, which is fun sometimes.
Right.
Yeah, just good memories there for sure.
No, that's cool. And any pinnacle moments? Like, do you have anything that's? I think it's cool because you're early in. Like, if you're on your first year, like there's so much more to come. Have you rode along and stuff? Like, I mean, with the X, right? Okay, cool. Because it'd be crazy if you never even, like, you know what I mean? Like, who knows? So
no, the first time I hated it.
Did you?
Because I think I had some trauma around cars because I had a bad car accident years ago.
Oh wow!
And when I first went to the track, it was firstly, I think, like, during COVID in Florida. So, you know, everyone was out.
Sure. Yeah, it's Florida.
And
that's funny.
It was very, like, overstimulating with all the noises and I definitely was freaking out, but I went back each month and eventually got comfortable riding in the car, and I was like, this is so fun. It's like a little roller coaster. And
right. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. And then I like take cameras in the car with me and shoot that way too. So when Caitlyn was talking about that earlier, I'm like, I can relate. It's so
Yeah, that's an art form in itself, I feel. One of my favorite photos that I've ever gotten from a friend, actually, I think he's in the chat right now, is Scoot, and he's got a picture. I don't know how he got it. It like doesn't make any sense of like my car just at final bout in car. Like I think he was in your car, I think, Chad, shooting. I can't.
He was in Rich's car.
Rich's car? Okay. It's epic. Like just the like that kind of footage is just so sick. I'm pretty sure it was in car from him. I don't even know.
I know the photo you're talking about coming down the hill off the wall.
It's just yeah. Like it's so fucking epic. So that's cool. And it's a skill.
Rich.
Did he answer?
Yep.
Hi Scott, you're gonna get on here too, you son of a bitch.
Son of a bitch.
He didn't even. It's funny because he's like, you know how Scott is. He's like, I'm like, nope.
Oh, my photos suck.
You're on the list, so sucker. So now it's kind of cool because you've shot a couple tracks, but since you're just kind of getting into this and shooting like the media of the drifting stuff, this is kind of a neat question. Do you have a dream event to shoot at? So like, are you exposed to a lot of, this is really cool, I want to shoot here yet, like it's still early in. So I'm curious to see if you have anything that you're like, this is where I want to shoot. Do you have any dream events?
Definitely Final Bout.
Awesome.
I had applied for it. SSE.
Okay.
And I just didn't know what I was doing when I was applying, and I sent them like everything I had.
Mm-hmm.
Terrible. Don't do that. I sent them like my website, which had everything posted on it, even like shitty pictures.
Gotcha. Yeah.
And so they rejected me, which was fine.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so hopefully I can do that. Definitely be cool to go to Ebisu. Who doesn't want to go to Ebisu?
No, sure.
I've shot at a decent amount of tracks in the area now.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to go to Mid Pond. That looks really cool. And maybe Lime Rock. Grid Life is cool.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. Hell yeah. That's really cool. Do you have any advice for drivers wanting to get more media of their car? This is kind of like on the other side of things, but I want this to be like, we have a lot of drivers in the chat. Actually, a lot of our chat's awesome because it's like probably 50-50. It's like 50 media. Eclectic. It's very eclectic. Yeah. We even have we have some mimes in there. I think I saw like an actual duck. Like there's a live duck in the chat, but no, I like to be able to bring it from both sides because I've been asked personally, and I always thought it was fucking hilarious because a driver would be like, dude, I see, you guys have photos of your cars everywhere. I got none. And I didn't want to be like, your car looks like every other car, but that's why he didn't, and I was just nice. And I said, just keep going. It doesn't matter. But I think it's really cool to hear from the media perspective because the drivers listening, maybe it'll get through their domes. You know what I mean? Just any of the advice. So do you have any specific advice that you think you could give a driver to really collect media?
Yeah, I'm definitely still figuring that one out. Because I have a hard time approaching drivers, like asking them to buy stuff from me.
Gotcha.
And just approaching them in general. But
social anxiety. Yeah.
Yeah. And I don't know. I remember the first time I went, and I'm a big overthinker, especially socially. I'm always worried about like how I come off. And, I'm probably a little too aware of other people's feelings. So we don't need to get into all that. But I would say, definitely like Caitlyn was saying earlier, like putting something on your car that can make it stand out. Cause I have tagged the wrong person so many times on a black E36.
See, I use that as an example all the time, but it's true. Like there's a million of them.
Yeah, and it's like I love that car, and I'm so sorry that you didn't drive this event, and I tagged you.
That's pretty funny.
Like maybe on jack stands, and I tagged you in this picture. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely making it stand out a little bit. Keeping it looking as clean as you can. And also maybe reaching out to like the track and saying, hey, can you tell me like what media folks were there that day?
Whoa.
Useful. What?
You just gave me a really good idea. So that's something that I don't actually see. They should the organizations, the coordinators should post what media has applied and that is coming, because it would give us a chance to reach out. Like if I know you're going to be somewhere that I'm driving, I could be like, hey, I'm not a wealthy man, but if I slip you $50, can you get some focus shots on me? You know what I mean? Like if I'm trying to get some media, I could already start dealing with you. So I've never really seen that. I mean, we see it for like, so like we do it Vibes, my event, me and Joe, we put out a full list of every single media that has got accepted and is coming to Vibes. It's like a list of like 50 people, because we want everybody, one, we're proud of who we're bringing and, their family to us. But two, it gives the drivers opportunity to be like, oh my God, so-and-so is coming. I love their media. They can reach out and be like, hey, can you focus on my team? That's a really good point. That like the tracks also could essentially spread the word, and then us drivers could focus a little bit more. That's really cool.
Yeah.
Yes.
And, making sure that like everyone's in the loop about what's going on. I know Summit Point, last season, they sent all of the media folks a list of all the drivers with their Instagram handles.
That's nice too.
Honestly, I didn't use it. I think I should have, but at the same time, a lot of the drivers, their shit looks the same. And sometimes you go on a driver's page and they like maybe don't have any recent photos of their car. Post a recent photo of your car. If you want to have a presence online, that can definitely help.
Right. No, yeah, that's true. Also, Gucci makes a good point too with I've been seeing a lot of photographers starting to brand themselves, which is really cool. Also, Brian, what are you talking about? Shut up.
Berto, on the flip side of like that's probably why they like to have they like us having our Instagrams on our cars, because they don't know what we look like outside the Matrix. But I still fucking hate that.
It's pretty bad.
The record.
Yeah. It goes
car on the internet.
Like I've met drivers and I'm like, oh, I've never seen you before. Like because they, like, no offense, but a lot of y'all don't have your face on your Instagram anywhere.
Right. True. Yep. No, I think honestly, if somebody really wants media, there's a good way to do it. One, stand out. Two, be personable. And it's not hard to send a message, send a DM to a photographer if shoot your local thing. So, and now I'm really starting to think about that with like event coordination and how they should post who's coming to the event to shoot. That would help out a lot as well.
Yeah.
But I have noticed the rise in. So I remember seeing Digital Adrenaline Barry with his swagged out gear. Everything said Digital Adrenaline on it, and that works because then he's a brand now. I'm pretty sure Scott made a really sick one too. Hastings in the chat. Scott had a really cool vest, I think, at one point too that I saw that has like his information on it. It's really nice to be able to find who's walking around and just bridge that gap of not saying anything and then eventually just going on a page and being like, did anybody get any shots of my car? So
yeah.
And this was good.
Being personable if like media approaches you in the pits, because like I said earlier, it's nerve-wracking for me, especially when I'm asking for a ride along. And it's like, just be nice and smile, be a little enthusiastic. It goes a long way. Because if I don't get that from you, I'm probably not going to approach you again.
Sure.
Because it just makes me feel like shit.
Right. Yeah. Like you're a burden coming up.
Understandably so.
Right.
Yeah, and I understand approaching at the wrong time too, because I've done that before, and I just didn't know.
Right.
You know, someone's like changing their tires to get the last run of the day.
Right.
But yeah, definitely being nice goes a long way.
Yeah, no, that's cool. See, I love these. I love this. This is good. Like we're getting like some really good information and some tips and tricks for everybody too. I fucking love it. So we already figured this out. Oh no, we didn't technically, but now, so your home track used to be in Clearwater, Florida.
Yeah.
And now your home track is Summit Point, you said, technically, but
it
also,
is.
Okay.
I live in DC. So it takes me like an hour and a half to get there.
Okay.
Which isn't bad because I'm from Florida. We have to drive far to go anywhere.
Yeah.
But yes, Summit Point. You can catch me there like once a month during the season.
That's wild. Yeah.
Are you
that's
going
awesome.
to 100 Drifters in December?
Yes, I'll be there. So if you want media at DOD, let me know.
Hit her up. Yep. I'll be there as well, but I think I'm just hanging. Well, I know I'm just hanging because
I'll probably just come with you and hang. Surprise, I'm going with you.
I'm not coming.
James is also coming. Oh shit!
No, I'm not going. I'm not going.
No, James just said he's also coming, and I think even check this out. Even Rich. Actually, Rich is going to be there. Rich is driving. So
yeah, and if anyone wants like a lot of film pictures specifically, because I know that's kind of coming back a little bit.
That's cool.
Please let me know. I want to come prepared, and I'm happy to shoot. I want to try to do some rollers. Like I want to do all the things. So please let me know.
Yeah, hell yeah. DOD's wild. So I mean, there's so much.
I missed it last year because I had finals. Yeah.
Oh,
I was annoyed. I was annoyed, but that's because I went to try to get cool footage of my fucking teammate I never get to see drive, besides when we're driving together. So I went there just to get some Rich footage, and I would see him pass as I'm going to the other track that I thought he was at. Then I'd go back to this track and they'd fucking pass me again, going to another. I was like, what? It's so hectic. It's so hectic. But there's a lot of homies going. Definitely catch me and Chad and James at DOD. So if anybody in the chat's coming, let's hang out. Maybe we can do a pod from there. I don't know how. We keep saying it. I think that has good reception. So maybe we can do a pod. That'd be pretty cool. And cool, Ellie, we'll get to meet you in person and high five. So that's really cool. So that's your home track. And then here's a question, and I love asking this. Do you already, or do you want to get behind the wheel yourself?
I want to in the future for sure.
Awesome. Hell yeah.
I don't have the capacity for that right now,
Sure.
but definitely in the future. I go karting sometimes. That's the most I do right now. And I like taking my car on some windy mountain roads.
Fuck yeah. Sick.
What car do you have? Did we talk about that? I forgot already.
I have nothing cool.
Yeah, but everything's cool.
Everything is cool.
I don't know. Is it cool? What do you got?
I have a A90 Supra. No. HKS stroker kit. No.
That'd be great. No, I have a Tucson. It was my first car. It's my only car.
Sick.
It handles nicely, and it has a little baby turbo in it. So.
Oh, hell yeah. That's awesome. That's pretty cool. So, do you have personally any advice for any upcoming media? This is always a good one, I feel, as well, for beginners or somebody that's a little, struggling. Just, anyway. Pile up meat at DOD is true. We should do that. So, I'm going to put the information. It's going to be near a toilet somewhere just to be weird. And so it stinks and we're all uncomfortable. But I'll drop that pin. That's what we're doing. Oh, shit. Look at that. That's funny. At the top lot. I do remember that. Yeah. The top lot where that's where we met. That's so cool.
Sounds like a weird story. No, we met at the top lot.
We were at the top lot holding hands while Juan was throwing backies in the lowest car, and I was watching Tyler and expecting Tyler to be throwing like backies, sabotage Tyler. And here comes Juan just skirting along, scratching the fucking bottom and just whipping it. I was like, hell yeah. Tyler was getting it too, but still it was pretty funny. Yep. We got New School Vinyl's going to be there. We got a bunch of people, so that's going to be sick. We'll do a pile up podcast massive high five all together, and it's not going to work out. It's going to be ugly, but we'll do it. Fuck yeah. So back to you. Sorry. Do you have any advice for I Go on Tangents? Also, Mitch is in the waiting room, and Mitch, I'm sorry that I'm ranting tonight. I'm having a really good time. So you're next, and I can see you in the waiting room. Hi, Mitch. But he's hanging out. So, but yeah, any advice for any upcoming media that you wish kind of like you would have, known before you really started doing this, or just any advice in general?
Yeah. Don't let people with like multi-$1,000 camera rigs like intimidate you and make you feel like an imposter.
Right.
Because I've definitely felt that way. And also go to events, even if you don't get approved for media, start shooting behind the fence. If there's a fence at the track. Yeah. Just putting yourself out there, post online consistently if you can. I'm still working on that. I was posting every day for a while, and shit happens.
Sure.
And yeah, the best camera is the one that you have. My D3100 is from like 2014. I know that's not that old, but in the world of cameras, it's pretty old. And I got all the digital shots that y'all saw today. So yeah, it just takes practice. And don't like beat yourself up when you go to your first event and you don't get any great panning shots. It's probably not going to happen for the first time. Like my friend Marvin, I love him to death. He doesn't do motorsports photography, and he's like, he made me feel really good because he's like, I know that you're talented because I know what it takes to get that shot. And I didn't understand it, but I took him to the track one day and he's like, shit, like I'm getting nothing. I'm like, oh, okay. So I'm doing something right here.
Yeah.
Yeah. And definitely like learn from people, watch some YouTube videos, and just keep trying and putting yourself out there.
No, that's good advice for sure. The camera thing is definitely like a weird thing too, because it turns into like a flex. I've seen that a lot where like, I was like, oh, what are you shooting? And they're like, oh, well, what I mean? They're like, I have blah, blah. And I'm like, I don't even know what the fuck that is. You know what I mean? Like, I'm an idiot.
Now when I carry my friend's Z7, people are looking at me thinking that it's, my camera. And I'm like, oh, I'm getting respect. Like, this is interesting. Yeah.
No, that's cool. It's one of those things. It's like I don't know. I always like to see the underdogs do better. So I'd rather see somebody with like a kit lens kill it than somebody that has this epic camera that's just going to like burst shot and get a fucking epic shot because it's like a bajillion megapixels and they can do all the crazy shit. So that's really cool. Yeah. Good advice. Do you have any shout outs? Anything? It could be anybody that's helped you along the way, anybody you just want to shout out. Doesn't matter if you have a favorite brand of cereal. I'm really into Count Chocula right now, but yeah, shout them out.
Definitely Marvin, first and foremost. My new buddy. I met him at the camera store that I'm now working at.
Oh, that's cool.
District Camera and Imaging in DC. Come see me.
Snap. District Camera, shout out. Sponsor no, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, they developed my film. So for those asking in the comments where I get that developed, that's where I do it. Noiseless Productions on Instagram. He definitely like has hyped me up about the like imposter syndrome thing. Brian in the chat. We've become little internet buddies, and he hypes me up. And all the Summit Point media folks, everyone's been so welcoming. It's nice. Scary going to a new track, and now it's my home track. So I'm really grateful.
Hell yeah, that's awesome. Trying to think if we had any. There was somebody asked another question too, and I think I might have missed it, but it was the one I was going to come back to where you get your film developed because I saw that question. If anybody had any questions for her and they did not get answered, please drop that in the chat really quick.
Yeah, and while people are typing those, Film labs, you can also, if you don't have one near you, you can mail it out to get developed. It's going to be more expensive, but you can do that. If you're shooting black and white, it's very easy to develop at home.
Mm-hmm.
Marvin, I know he's listening right now. He accidentally developed one of my color rolls in black and white chemistry. So now it's black and white.
Oh, that's cool. Did it turn out cool though? It probably still turned out pretty neat.
Yeah, it turned out pretty cool. It has like a purple red hue to it. So
that's cool.
I'll post those soon. I'm still figuring out the scanning shit. It's very complicated.
No, that's awesome.
Yeah, get into film. Film's fun. Even if you're just gonna buy a disposable camera to start, it's really fun.
I really like
thought about doing that.
Have
taking
you?
Taking like a $10 camera that you have to like fucking roll and then.
I actually have a Nikon, like a 70s, like, oh, it might be Fuji. I have like a 70s film camera, Chad, if you want it.
I think it'd be fun to fuck around with.
Yeah. That'd be cool. Plus, if you can like get it to work, then I can just take it back from you after you put all the time and effort into it.
Yeah.
No, that's definitely cool. So again, this is Ellie, and these are her social media and website. So if you're from Summit Point, if you're driving anywhere near there, make sure you support her. Reach out, get prints, support our media family. They are the lifeblood of a lot. Drivers forget, so do coordinators. I think more event coordinators need to understand that without media, your events would slowly die because they're not getting any limelight. They're not getting any interest from somebody else that's like, yo, these events look sick, because of your media family promoting for you, and you're not paying them. So we need to really listen to media. They're super important. Chad is laughing. Did somebody say something stupid in the chat?
They said nobody needs 36 exposures of his Miata.
Oh, that's so funny. Cool. Ellie, did you have anything else that you wanted to talk about? You want to shout out anything?
Just something funny. If you see me at the track and there's a barrier in front of me where I can set the many cameras on, I do that because I'm like picking up between digital and film and
that's cool.
stacks, and then the medium format film, and it's just like, it's absurd, but I love it.
How many cameras are you like displaying? You have like 12?
It's like 5 or 6 sometimes.
Oh wow! No way, that's crazy.
Damn.
Yeah, I posted it on my Instagram story. It's in like my highlights. You can see all my shit.
That's pretty funny.
But I just love capturing these moments for the drivers. Yeah, and I'm also happy to do like still portraits if anyone is interested in that, or try out some rollers. I really want to try rollers. I haven't done that before.
Oh, sick. Yeah, so everybody, make sure you hit her up. If you're watching with us live, hit her up. If you're not watching live and you're watching this later, you still have time before DOD, which is in like 3 weeks, 2 weeks.
2 weeks?
2 weeks, something like that. Yep. So
a few weeks,
make sure you can hit her up. Get those 6 shots. Other than that, I want to thank you for supporting all of the drift community. 2, I think it's really cool to see women in motorsports photography, because that's very important that we have a diversity in both driving and our media, because we're all important. We're all here for the same reason. It's all art. I don't know. Drifting is art to me. I don't know why. I think it's an expression.
Really deep.
So yeah,
you want to draw a picture, and
I'm a deep guy. I'm really deep. But no, thank you
so much for this opportunity.
Absolutely, and I'm sure again, we're definitely gonna make a round. So I'm sure you're gonna be back on. Actually, I'd love to have you back on too after a little bit of time, since you just got your first season in. It'd be really cool to see like your moments, if they've changed, like your top 3 moments, like what has happened throughout time. So this is definitely gonna be something that we come back to. So I'm pretty stoked. So with that, thank you so much for giving us your time. Thank you for being a criminal and skipping your class. Thank you for having a really adorable cat. And if you want another one, Lord Shiny Pants has one that he can send down to you. Otherwise, it was great. Is it around? Is it around your legs? It was amazing hanging out with you, and we're gonna see you in a couple of weeks. Definitely make sure that we.
Thank you so much.
Yep.
You there?
We'll talk to you in a little bit. Thank you, Ellie. Have a good night.
You too.
Yeah. All right.
Bye.
This is good. So it's time for the giveaway. We have to do the giveaway.
Yep. Do
We
it.
got to do it.
Spin the fucking wheels, bro.
Yep. And then we're jumping right into our next guest is Mitch. So real quick, anybody in the chat, this is going to be for the chicken nougats. Let me pull it up. I don't even have it ready because I'm just having too much fun, but it only takes a
go
second.
ahead. She said, I just want to say, she said panning shots were hard, right? This was my first panning shot ever.
What the fuck, James? James, how long did that take you to do?
No, it took me like 30 seconds, but I was waiting for like 10 minutes to do it. And then interrupt your time with it.
I fucking hate you. So in the chat and everybody, when you rewatch this to see if you won, because here's how it's going to work. If you're not watching this and you won, I'm not going to reach out to you. You got to reach out to me. That's how this fucking works, right? Right? Am I right with that?
We'll say it.
Like they should be paying attention. So yeah, that is why your camera fucking froze, James.
You know what's funny is I wasn't gonna bring it up, but like half of my screen, like my entire computer screen, is just like a pink gradient.
Oh jeez.
Nice.
I don't know what's
Everything's
going on.
well.
Everything's going super
things
well.
are fine.
So in the chat, and if you're gonna be watching this to see if you were a winner, and I'll probably end up announcing it on the fucking Instagram because I'm a softie. I'm gonna be spinning 6 wheels. Each wheel has all of the names. If there is duplicates that come up, we're gonna take the first one, and that'll count in the row. The second one will get spun again to pick somebody else. The way this works is you have 1 through 6. 1 is gonna be for the shift knob. 2 is going to be for the all-over print hat, and of course a bunch of stickers and an Eneos calendar. 3 is going to be for the trucker hat. 4 is going to be for the one-word gloves and some stickers. 5 is $20 card Monopoly money. No, I'm just kidding. It's actual cash. Yeah, I wish I should have made a fake
$10.
Yo,
we need to make fake Hiroshi dollars or pile-up dollars.
I got you. Let's get crazy. We got all this.
Dollars,
We got
that new sponsor,
right? Yeah. So for those of you that want some heavy stats, aw, don't make his head any bigger. So anyway, and then 6 is going to be for a nice sticker pack. So let's pull this up on Screen.
I'm also drawing a picture on this napkin for the winners.
Oh, sick! I appreciate that.
This napkin
they probably love it.
Yeah, they probably will love it.
Yeah,
they're gonna hang it and like
I'm gonna a customized picture for each winner.
Hiroshi Cash is fucking hilarious.
Hiroshi Cash is hilarious.
Oh, I love
Albert,
that.
you're just on time. You might win here right here.
It's true. So there's 24 people that made this list. Anybody that posted in the Instagram.
1 in 6 chance in winning. Some cool.
And 6 people win.
6 people are winning tonight, right now.
I'm just finishing drawing up my grid right here.
I hope Albert loses. Actually.
Yeah, that's true. So again, if it's a duplicate, we're just gonna spin that specific wheel again. So let's fucking go.
It's not super loud anymore, so that's great.
I turned it
Just
down.
happy music.
Oh.
Did Derek win all of them?
So Derek got so second place. The all over print hat is going to get spun again. So we got D-Rock. I got to write this down. Dick Adventures. He got the shift knob, and then actually, why am I doing this? I'm just going to take a fucking screenshot.
Yeah, idiot.
Yeah, that would be smarter.
Albert, you always have my love and respect.
Fucking idiot.
And my children.
All right, so I'm going to spin. So if you see yourself on here, I need you to send me your full name, your address, and just please put, no, you don't have to put, you don't have to put anything. I know if you want here, but I need your full name and address so I can copy and paste it and put it on the envelope or on the package to send to you. We're going to spin again, for the second place winner here, because Derek is not getting 2 prize packs. I think I can spin it individually.
Look at that.
Can.
Nice.
Technology is
It's
cool.
like you know what you're doing.
Oh. That was epic.
God. That's
Oh
good.
shit! I drew him in the wrong one.
All right. So, and let me just screenshot that again. I want to make sure everybody gets their shit. This is probably one of our bigger giveaways. I mean, the hats and stuff are sick because they're never going to be produced. So it's like a one-off, and a bunch of stickers, some special stuff in there, the Ineos calendar. I'm really stoked. I think this is really cool. We're going to do some more giveaway stuff, and I'm going to probably do a Black Friday sale for some Karoshi swag and some Smile Death stuff. I know these have been selling pretty good, so I really appreciate the hookup on the Karoshi X Smile Death stuff right now. So we sold a decent amount of jackets. Hoodies are going, shirts are going, the new Smile Death design's going. So we appreciate the support because that allows us to be able to spend the money to give stuff away. Because otherwise, I'm just going to go broke. Yep. So, and Jake, I'll reach out then to them and get sizes and address, and we'll rock and roll. And again, thank you. Big shout out to One Word Glove Co. For sponsoring one of the prizes. And there's a One Word Glove Co. sticker in every prize pack, which is sick. So, but one lucky person, which was, I don't remember already. We'll figure it out. Got some shit.
Christ.
Who's saying I need... I'm going to tag you in every story from the event. Yes, I do need to get I did not get my passport. I'm a fucking idiot.
I have my passport.
I'm going to Australia. Fuck it.
Yep, we'll send Chad. So fragments of Chad's door will go on sale soon, hopefully.
I don't know about all that.
That's so funny.
Maybe sooner than you think, Chad.
Maybe that's true. That is true.
Yeah.
All right. So
I like that.
Thank you so much for everybody for fucking eating the nuggets with us. I thought that was fucking amazing. That was like monumental, to be honest. I'm super stoked on that. Let's get to our next guest, who has been patiently waiting the whole time.
I know.
So
the entire time?
The entire time he's been waiting. And yeah, I'm pretty stoked. So let's bring Mr. Mitch Burris. Bang! And he's sideways.
Oh, hell yeah.
and I love it. Melting. Let's fucking get into it. So, one, thank you for waiting patiently. We had some really cool moments that like took us over a little bit, but when they're organic, I kind of just, we go through it.
Oh no, I totally get that. It happens to me more often than I'm happy to admit.
So, one, first of all, I can hear you great. Can you hear all of us fine? Audio's good.
I hear you guys all great. All your voices are beautiful.
Appreciate that. We try. We do vocal training every we start at 7. Are you really gonna have a fucking pan this whole time, James?
Well, actually, I'm looking for something else to change it to, but
All right. So
get rid of the pan.
Mitch, welcome to the Pilot Podcast.
Happy to be here.
You are the third, and just so if everybody's curious, the way we do this is I pick everybody at random to be the order they go on, the order everybody gets picked to get on the next show and everything. So he just happens to be third, and the two ladies were in the beginning. So let's get to you. I want to start with jumping right into your photography. And let's go. This is what you have brought to the table. We asked you to give us 5 of your favorite photos. And here's your first one. Tell me why you picked this one. Also, before we get into it, I had to do a double take at this picture because the front wheels look like they were going the opposite way in the lead car.
Because it's black.
Because it's black. Yeah. But I was
weird.
At first I was like, yo, are they fucking crashing hard? And I was like, oh no, it's not. It's not. And it looks like Rapper Dan. I can't tell if it is. I don't think it is, but
it was hard for me to pick just 5 because like
I'm sure.
I already have like 400 from this year alone.
Yeah. Yep.
This one I picked because this was during our local grassroots shootout. Like grand prize is $5,000.
Mm-hmm.
It pissed like it poured down the day before.
Oh, okay.
So all the grass islands where all the media tend to stay were completely flooded.
Yeah.
And one of my good friends was telling me to go in the water and shoot low because I had
that's cool.
I had waterproof boots on because I just came from work.
Yeah.
And yeah, just shot low, and
that's sick.
And
I think that was cool. I like that.
And I also learned that my waterproof boots are only waterproof till about 3 inches.
That's usually the case. Yeah. That's usually the case. I do see in the chat really quick. I want to interrupt that. Ty is looking for some rad gloves, and it looks like one word Gloveco is going to be talking to Mr. Ty. Ty's a good friend of ours, and so is One Word. So you guys, yes,
glad, bro.
Yep. Good people. Good people. We love us some Ty, and we love us some New School and One Word. So it's really cool that, we're making connections, love connections. But anyway, no, this is sick. This is cool because honestly, it looks like a swamp, which is fucking crazy. And it turned out really good. That's a sick photo. And they're like getting sketchily close. It looks like the front bumper is literally about to get ground down, which is fucking hilarious.
Funny is Ethan, the guy in Corvette's also a friend of mine. He tends to get a lot closer. He likes to see just how much of a tire mark he can put on that door.
Right. Yeah. And where is this again? What area?
This is in Fargo, North Dakota.
North Dakota. Okay.
North Dakota has drifting?
Surprisingly, yes. And not just snow drifting.
Yeah, that's
wild. I would have never guessed. I didn't think people even lived there, let alone did this.
Yeah, that's awesome.
A very, very small amount, but there is a few.
Impressive.
Yeah, that's awesome. Hell yeah. Also, I did just notice a drone in the picture in the back.
I was about to bring that up because of all the drones from the previous person on here. I'm like, looked at it and I'm like, oh great, there's another drone in there.
Yeah, it's funny though. This one almost blends though. Like if that was a little further in, it would blend with the trees.
Yeah, I didn't see it at first.
Yeah, that's cool. Let's check out your next photo.
Light painting's so sick.
I love I love this style. This is cool.
Oh yeah, light painting. That's one of my favorite things to do at events, especially with cars with liveries, because you can kind of play with the colors on the vehicle.
Yeah. This
one, Ethan, the owner of the car, he was not at the track, so he's like, "Oh, I left the keys ignition, just move it to where you need to." And I stalled the car, I think, like 6 times. It's like there's no give point to where it's like you feel the clutch button, it's engaged or out.
Right. Race car status. No, that's cool. Yeah, you definitely pick the right color shades to go with the car. That's big to have that glow on the white front too is really sick. That's a good choice.
Yeah, I like it. That's cool.
Yeah, definitely rad.
I played with a few of the different colors on there, but the pink was probably the best one that stood out the most, and where I was like, I actually kind of really like this. So
that looks cool. Hell yeah.
I think every time I see a picture with light painting, I ask the photographer how the fuck it works because it's fucking magic. Because you're running through a long exposure shot, right, with a light, but there's just a light there. Where the fuck is your body? That shit freaks me the fuck out.
So with that, it's actually interesting. So when you have the camera set to a long exposure, right, pretty much whatever gets lit up. So English and thinking, I can't do it. So
say, for example, second grade level for me.
Yeah, James is a child too, so you have to explain it like chicken nuggets and stuff like that. You know, think child.
So say with when the shutter's exposed, everything's going. If I point the light at just the front of the car, only just the nose of the car is gonna be shown. So
so your body is not lit up.
Exactly. How it was explained to us, cameras are just very expensive light sensors. So pretty much whatever is lit up and pretty much whatever's lit up, the camera's going to see.
Yeah.
Fucking,
I
you're a fucking
actually,
ghost.
that's pretty wild. I actually didn't know that. So it makes sense now why it's called light painting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, that's really cool. I've seen like people doing it, and it just seemed wild to me too. Because then you see the shot that they got after, like they're kind of like just running around, and you're like, that's wild. Like it doesn't make any sense. It's trippy as fuck to see somebody doing it. Yeah, that's cool. This is a really cool shot, man. I definitely dig it.
That's neat.
Yep. Let's check out your next one. All right. So why did you pick this?
Because this was at our, it was described to me as this is our local events kind of Super Bowl. It's called our SRD 10K shootout.
Yep.
So you'll get people like last year, for example, we got Rome Charpentier drove all the way out of California to compete.
Mm-hmm.
This year is Alec Robbins and Austin Mata. They're kind of local, so it's not that much of a stretch for them to come out.
Right.
And this was the final battle of a crazy day. Had like 3 cars right up the wall, had 1 car roll over.
Oh wow, yeah.
And it was just the final battle between like over the course of like I think it was like 9, 10, 11 hours, something like that.
Mm-hmm. And what's the which track is this again?
This is still in Fargo, Interstate Raceway.
Huh. I'll have to look this up.
Is this? I can't remember. This is the one that's like a lot of it's concrete too.
Yes.
It's kind of like not a figure 8, but it has like a bunch of like circles kind of cut out of it, right?
It's just trying to think of it from memory. It's almost like figure 8, and then there's just like there's a big figure 8. Then there's a little sort of curve around the back, and then there's a little keyhole you can go through.
And it's right at the drag strip, right?
It's right next to the drag strip. Okay,
so I made this track in Assetto. I had to think of the name and putting it together. But yeah, I actually made this track in Assetto for some of the dudes that are out there that I think they run the events, or they're really they have to, I'm sure. Really nice guys. I am fucking losing my mind, so I can't remember names. But this track, I've driven this a lot in Assetto, and it was super fun. Like it's a lot of fucking fun.
And one thing I always try to tell people who are not local to this area is it is a very repeatable track to come back to. Like it's a track you'd want to go back to because every time you go there, the layout's gonna be different. Yeah, that's when actually, Chad, we should play this. I forgot about this track.
I'm down. I don't think I've ever done it.
No. I hate that I made so many tracks and I literally don't even play them. You know what I mean? But no, this is a cool place. It definitely, I love a spot that you can do different layouts too. Like it's not the same thing over and over again. And it's wild to see this media from there because like you can't, you're doing it right. The cars are in focus. The rest of the track is just, it matters, but it doesn't. The focus is on the right subject, and that's really sick. You really captured it.
I was happy with this because this was at like I think it was at like a 20th or a 25th of a second. So it's kind of like it's one of those really low sort of. Mm-hmm. You kind of got to be on your A game for it.
Oh, that's sick.
Real quick mini roast. That little square LED headlight annoys the fuck out of me.
Where do you? Oh yeah, I see that. Yeah, I didn't even see that. And yes, Albert, I want to do a podcast live while we're drifting. I'm trying to figure out how to work everything, but it's going to be through Discord, so we're going to have to make a pile up Discord, and I know things are going to get super sketchy in there.
I'll just work it while you guys are doing a set of stuff.
James, you're forced to drive. So anyway, let's check out your next one. And actually, this is topical because he just announced his, I guess, retirement from doing stuff. Yeah. Matt, yep.
This is when he came out. I'm sorry, what were you gonna say?
No, I was just gonna say real quick. I absolutely love this picture, though. This is very it's cool to see them. I love the action shots, of course, a lot because most just still pictures you don't get to see like this level. You know what I mean? This would be in like Super Street. Like
it looks like a magazine.
Looks like a magazine. That's what I'm saying. When you can capture something that's like you could just be like, okay, I could see this on page 5. You know what I mean? I think you're winning. So it's pretty rad. Yep. just the quality and the way you have it, like, you know, like just staged and everything is really sick. So go ahead. I'm sorry.
This was back when he was up in Fargo for DTP 4-3, one of our sort of tandem series competition events. And he was there for one event, and then he came for another. And this event I saw he had the bumper on. So I was like, all right, can we please do this now?
That's true. I don't think I've seen the bumper on that car very much.
No, it's always blown apart.
The thing that was funny was going on in the background, one of the guys drifting blew his motor up. So he was doing an overnight motor swap.
Oh, geez.
So you just hear the grinding and the bolts going on in the background while I'm doing this.
That's funny.
Awesome.
No,
I actually really like this car, minus the red wheels.
It was a pretty wild build. It's like a lot of people are giving him shit right now because he's like getting out of it, and they're like, have you ever tried like doing it for fun and not 1,000 horsepower like crazy builds? Because I mean, that's so much. I've talked to him a couple times. He's been super rad to me. We hit it off because we're both fucking idiots. So I have nothing bad to say, you know what I mean, about Matt. Well, no, he's a funny guy. Like, he gets being an idiot, you know what I mean? But I do understand the stress from, he put all of his eggs in the basket of trying to make a career out of stuff. And it's just, it's going to chew you up and spit you out. You know, you might get lucky, you might not. So it definitely chewed him up, but it was while he's doing it, I hope he still just drives and just stops caring about YouTube and stops caring about, you know, competitions and just fucking drives, because I think he'll have fun again. But no, this is a really cool, really, really cool photo. Oh, yeah. You got. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Like, honestly, and I know he's doing that because it's like, you know, it's one of those things where like it's clickbait, like pro driver roasts whatever.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I get it. But he was in, I think he did like Pro 1 or no, Pro 2, I think, at one point.
Was that over in like Japan?
I think he did Japan series things too. So he can, in my opinion, he's driving pro cars. He can say that. You know what I mean? Fuck it.
I mean, like, from seeing him drive, like, granted, the Fargo track is it's not very nice to high horsepower cars who are just coming in.
Right.
And just set up just to drift.
Yeah.
So, and just from seeing him drive on just a short course with that much power, it seemed like he did all right.
Yeah.
And granted, it was like really gripped up. So.
No, I can only imagine. Yeah. No, he's a nice guy though. But yeah, he definitely did clickbait. Cluster, she's right, Caitlyn. He was clickbaity. But that's what you got to do. I mean, I did it too. It's funny. No, it's sick. All right. And this one. So why did you pick this one?
Again, this is also at the 10K from this year, like end of July this year. Mm-hmm. This is also one of my good friends. I've known him for probably 6 years. Dustin Woodhouse. They're some of my friends out of Cheyenne, Wyoming. And he's probably one of the best non-professional drivers I've ever seen.
Oh, cool. Yeah. Hell yeah. And I love to hear about good grassroots dudes. You know what I mean? Like,
it's fast.
I'm sure it is.
Picture looks fast.
Oh yeah, he's fast and he's precise too. Like, he just, again, I know it's like a lot of things, like tell where he looks where he wants to put the car and he puts it there, but it's just a whole nother level of that.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, cool. you can see here he's at max lock right now and he's controlling like, you know, if he was just driving it normally.
And this is kind of is this coming out going into that long wall ride where it's like all the different barriers that make the U around?
Yeah, this is coming around. So kind of like where that frontage road is going onto the track. This is coming right around past that to the final sweep.
Oh, cool. Yeah. No, it's cool. Yeah, it's definitely it's a sick shot, man. I love when anytime somebody can capture the speed and the action part of our action sport. I think it's a win, because that's one thing I see with some of the photographers getting into it. It's their pictures may look really cool, but it doesn't capture what's going on. You know, like is it 20 miles per hour or is it 65 miles per hour? Like, I think you can definitely tell by the smoke and just the blur and just everything. So yeah, you captured it. That's cool. That's a sick shot.
I appreciate when people like make me look faster than I actually am.
No, that happens too. It does work that way too, which is really funny. It's like it's either yeah, you're going super fucking slow, but they're such a good photographer that it looks like you're fucking killing it.
And my car makes at least 700 horsepower.
Yes, yours is a pro car for
Highest
sure.
on the team.
So I think it's always funny is whenever like a kind of new guy goes by and I show him, he's like, "How do you make me look so fucking fast?"
Yeah.
That's me. I'm that guy. I have no idea how you make me look so fast because I'm so slow.
That's funny. So anybody in the chat, anybody watching this later on, and we're going to get to the location where you're at and all that fun stuff coming up next, but make sure you follow everybody that's been on here, please. Here is his Instagram and his Facebook. We want to support media. If you know, even if they're not local to you, it doesn't matter. Give them a follow. And if there's a rad picture that's taken, spread that, because the driver also appreciates the love. You know what I mean? If you see a sick build, you see a sick car, or just a sick photo, like spread the drifting love. I think if we all did that more often, you know, we'd honestly feel a little bit better. It's like that, taking the time to be like, Chad, you look beautiful today. You know, like not a lot of people's, not a lot, James. But I'm saying, you know, it's one of those things where like it only takes a second to like compliment somebody. And in the world of quick social media depression that we get into, something like that means a lot. So a follow to the media and sharing means a lot. So this is the information. Make sure you use it. So let's get into some questions for you, man. What made you want to take media? What was the push into taking drift media?
That's kind of a loaded question. So I first kind of stumbled onto the drift scene in like, I think 2017, 2018, just driving around my hometown, and guy in a drift car came by. So I followed him to where he was going to ask him about it.
Nice.
Fully expecting to get stabbed.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. James is like, hell yeah. Let's fucking stab him.
I only stabbed this one guy one time, all right?
This one guy.
And showed up with a GoPro, just riding along people, talking to people. Then around 2020, was working at this hot rod restoration, like, you know, like the really high-end Camaros you see at SEMA, like really done up and everything. And my old boss wanted some like more higher end pictures in the shop. Yeah. So I went to go grab like a old Rebel T7 DSLR, took it to a drift event, and just got hooked, and it was like, this is what I want to do.
No, that's cool. Yeah, hell yeah. Fuck right. And how long have you been shooting now? So you're saying like 20. And also before that, do you have any like media experience before that, or just, you know?
No real media experience. I started actually shooting around 2020, like middle of 2020, and then I actually fully dove into becoming like media at the end of 2021. Okay, yeah, sick. Hell yeah. And what are you using now? Like, what's the gear, and what's your like kind of go-to gear? Like, you're going to go to an event. These are like, I'm taking this body for sure. This is my lens. You know, this is like the holy grail that you use. Well, considering I only have one body, I don't have much of a choice for a body. Yeah, no worries. Don't worry. I only have one too. It's this one. Yeah. No, I have two bodies, I guess, because I do have a camera. But go ahead. Okay. I run a Canon R7. Okay. I learned once you go mirrorless, you never want to go back. I have a 1-400 millimeter, and then an 18 to 150. So the 18 to 150 is kind of like the kit lens you would get with it. Sure. Yeah. And depends on where I'm shooting. If I'm shooting off track and kind of want to get some higher up stuff, I'm using that 1-400 just because I get that extra reach. Right. But on track, that 18 to 150, like I actually have the body right here, like just this small lens. I found it is plenty for shooting on track. It reaches to where I need to, and then when they get close, I can switch to the wide angle. Yep. And it's just a good all around. Yeah, and also that track's very like technically smaller. You know what I mean? Like it's very tight. Yeah. So it's not like some tracks where like they're literally like you're in a bunker and you have 2 turns that you can hit, and that's it. Otherwise, you need like a massive telephoto. You know, like something insane. So that's really nice. like a 1200 millimeter or something.
Yeah, something crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, that's sick. And so you've been doing it for a little bit. You're still like, it's a little newer, but do you have like 3 favorite memories from doing media so far? Like your top 3 iconic, like, threw you over the top moments?
A lot. The moments that immediately come to mind are kind of like the sketchiest.
I love that. Sketchy.
Those are the good ones.
Yeah.
One of them happened. One of them happened this year in Sturgis, South Dakota. During night drifting, I was shooting, and there was a cone about 2.5-3 feet away from me.
Mm-hmm.
Car went around, and shooting the whole time. And then I look back up, and the cone's absolutely gone.
Oh, jeez. Yeah.
I was like, this guy's getting kind of close.
Right. Yeah, that's like a wake up. That's a wake up call.
I'm just gonna back up just a little bit.
Mm-hmm. No, that's pretty
was
funny.
the shot worth it?
Only one of them turned out, and the car was like half in frame.
Yeah, that's how it happens. That's funny.
Yeah. Another one was also at the 10K this year. Was the cars going around that final sweep in the tandem? One car, like the back quarter panel of a BMW, kind of crumpled against it, and then following that car with my camera, and then I see my peripheral. I just see the underside of an S14 going across the wall.
Oh, jeez. Yeah. Destruction.
First thing that came out of my mouth was, that was a little excessive.
Yeah, that's pretty funny. No shit.
Let's see.
I mean, it seems like you're getting some cool opportunities with like the pro drivers. You got several pro drivers that you shot already, which is wild too, because where you're at and what I'm thinking. I mean, granted, every place is kind of like spread out, but like when we think of that area, when I specifically think of that area, I think of nothing. You know what I mean? Drift related.
North Dakota, right?
Well,
yeah.
There's like
trees,
like elk and shit. Yeah, like elk and trees and shit out there, right? That's it.
Hey, give us some credit. There's a lot of farmland. Okay.
I was gonna say, because I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, that track is like right in the middle of just farms around it.
Oh
like,
yeah,
it's nothing but farmland. Yeah, because I left on the track for Assetto, you can drive the main roads and go back to this like secret little area and shit. Like it's just all straights. It's all like a grid,
Yeah, and another moment came up was, this was my first time actually being able to capture a wreck happening, which I usually don't like showing off too much unless like the driver's like hyped about it. At one of the tracks I go to in Sturgis, there's like a line where you can take where you kind of manji and then you slide right up towards K-wall, and he went in just a little shallow. The wall bit into his quarter panel, slammed him into the wall, and then just completely 50-50 that whole thing.
Oh jeez. I was gonna ask because that like those walls, they're using like the concrete pop-up style. So like if a tire goes up, it usually brings it all the way up.
Oh yeah.
Like how many rollovers and stuff? Is it like kind of common or especially
so, like,
that one section where like the coming out of it, which I would do the same thing. I'd try to put my ass in like all in that wall. And I know they put like the noodles at the end and stuff, like if there's noodles, you gotta fucking hit it,
like, yeah, you gotta try to slice it right at the base,
right? Yeah, it's funny.
I think I've been to altogether probably 30 or 35 drift events total. That's just a number I pulled out of my ass. I've only ever seen one rollover, and
that's not bad. That's good. Yeah, that's good.
And that was at the 10K this year. But Mike Pollard at all?
I know of him. I don't know him. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know
him. Just from my line of view, he just dirt dropped a little, so that sucked him into the drag wall, and then just pivoted him back around. And since he was at angle, just kind of ramped him up.
Yeah,
and
that's crazy.
Craziest thing about that was he was back up and battling within 20 minutes.
That's always wild too.
That's
hell
cool.
Yeah. No, fuck right. That's sick. Do you have a specific dream event to shoot at?
2 actually.
Cool.
Well, actually 3. 2 are drift related. One is FD Long Beach, just because of that outer zone coming past the walls, and of course Irwindale, just because of the high bank. Non drift related. I'd love to shoot F1 in Monaco.
Oh, that'd be so fucking cool.
Yeah, that'd be epic.
So sick. Shooting in Vegas this weekend would be wild.
Oh yeah.
Like the Vegas race would be. It's got the media that's kind of come out of this weekend from that race has to be insane.
I'm thinking like low speed of like the Red Bull going past, all the lights going past, like at a low shutter speed. It's gonna be sick.
Yeah, I'm excited to see it. It's gonna be good. Yeah. Good race.
Fuck right. Do you have any advice for drivers wanting to get more media of their car? So we went over a bunch of stuff with the girls beforehand, which I thought was really good, and a few things that actually made me think about some stuff because I do coordinate events as well. So it was really cool to like start thinking about just ways to spread it to help drivers when they're either too shy to reach out or, they don't know. They just started driving, and I get it because when we start driving, it's pretty epic. You're like, you want to capture those moments. So any advice that you could give drivers to make sure that they are captured, like they get media of their car?
Only real thing I think of is, well, one thing kind of like what the last one said was put some piece of identifying anything on your vehicle, because last year I had to deal with an event where there was 5 or 6 red 350Zs.
Right.
All the same colors, same body kits.
Vertex reps, I bet.
So it was like, okay, this one has red wheels, this one has gold wheels, this one has a duckbill, this one is just plain.
Right. Yeah.
And don't try to do anything that's outside of your skill level. Like if you're coming past me, don't try to whip it out and then spin out immediately, because so like just try to keep it smooth. Once you're kind of at that confidence level, then maybe try to kick it out, show me some of that inside wheel. Just do your thing, just act like I'm not there, and I'll just make the magic happen later.
That's a good point too, because I do notice, and I seen this recently at one of the events in like a C group. Every time this one car was going around, he's trying to like point at the camera, like doing stuff, but he was fucking sucking. You know what I mean? He needed to concentrate, keep his hands, ready to grab the wheel and really concentrate on his driving more so, because then he would get epic shots, instead of trying to be like flicking off the camera or giving peace signs and stuff like that. Like, yeah, that's a good one. Just drive at your level and just do it, and it'll come. Like, because the better you get at driving, if you see him out there getting progressively better, you're going to get those good shots. But when he's like trying too hard, it shows. It's not going to come through. So that's good advice.
And that's one thing I actually love seeing as I'm watching throughout a whole weekend event, is watching a driver who like, okay, yeah, they're kicking it out and then they're straightening back out. And then eventually after a couple hours, you actually see him hold the drift. A couple more hours go by, you actually see him hold the transition. Then at the end of the weekend, they're able to link the whole course. And it's just such a good feeling just to watch that happen.
No, yeah, for sure. No, that's definitely cool. I like that. That's very good advice.
Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead. If you got more, I love it. Bring it.
Just one last piece I could think of is like, I do appreciate when the drivers kind of take a wider line than what they normally do if they notice me. But if I'm close to, because like for example at Spring Matsuri this year, I was probably 2 feet away from the concrete where the car was going around.
Yeah.
And some of the drivers come up to me like, I was trying so hard not to hit you. It's like, I appreciate that, but I know what's I know the path you guys are going, and I am keeping an eye out for anything that's going to happen. But if I'm there to get close-ups, and it's just a different perspective versus zoomed in versus wide angle, and you can tell how close they are.
Right. No, that's sick.
So James, like, hit me.
Yeah, which is funny because I remember literally, I forget who it was, but there was an event and they're like, yeah, dude, like, don't even worry about me. You know what I mean? Because I think they were like leaning over the wall. It might've been Vibes. I don't remember, But like I remember I probably hesitated, and then like later they're like, yo, don't worry, like even if you hit my camera, if it's worth the shot, I don't give a shit. And I was like, all right, you know? Like that's funny.
It's like I appreciate like have a little bit of precautionary, but at the same time, don't be over cautious.
Right. Yeah, just do your thing. Drive. Yep,
just do your thing. I'll work my magic later.
Mm-hmm. So then your home track is in South Dakota or North Dakota?
They're both the same, really.
I was gonna say it's pretty small, right? It's like really small.
One has a few more hills than the other. My home track is in Fargo, North Dakota at Interstate Raceway, but the track I started at was at the Thunderdome in South Dakota.
The Thunderdome,
bro! Imagine having a home track named the Thunderdome.
That's so sick, actually.
2 men enter.
It's legit just a big ass parking lot of K-walls.
Oh, no, nice.
I'm into it. It's still called the Thunderdome. I don't care.
Yeah.
Cool.
It could be like a dirt track that they made you drive your street cars on.
Yeah.
It's called the Thunderdome. I'm driving.
Well, I mean, there was a guy there who brought a dirt track car to the drift event.
Perfect.
Dude,
you let him drive?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
It took him a while to figure it out, but he was able to carry a drift for a second.
Yeah.
One side.
Yeah, just one side. That's pretty funny.
Direction.
So now, do you yourself, are you already drifting, or do you have the want to drift yourself, or are you just happy doing media? Like, where do you stand there?
I kind of unlocked the ultimate cheat code, being best friends with drivers. So
nice.
I will on occasion like, hey, mind if I rip a lap?
Right. No, that's nice.
I don't do it often just because, not my car. And
sure.
Yeah. One of the Y-Side guys let me learn how to drift in his G35, and it was just
hell yeah.
It was just amazing. And from that point on, I was like, at some point, I want to get like just like a basic car, a good learn car, like an E36 or a Z.
Yep.
And just drift week at 2 events, like shoot most of the time, then drive kind of like, okay, I kind of want to break from shooting.
Sure. No, that's cool. We see the trend is definitely, there's a lot of media that start with just, they just like photography and they want to capture a moment, and then all of a sudden they're like, now I want to do it. So I love to see the progression. It's really cool. And also I love to see the people that don't, that's like their art form is photography or videography. And they're like, it's cool and all, but like, it's not for me. I just want to make films out of this, or I want to make whatever. This is my passion. It's really cool to hear that too. It's a little on the rare side. Most commonly, I feel like everybody, they're either simming or they're playing video games and drifting, you know what I mean, and taking photography and aspire to eventually drive, or they're starting to drive, which is really cool. A lot of our friends are, some of the best media that I know are also our really good friends that drift now, and it's fucking sick. Like, it's super sick to know. Yeah. No, that's cool, man. And any advice for any upcoming media? So like anybody that's just starting out, or people that have been shooting for a little bit, but any tips or tricks of things that you wish you would have known when you started?
One thing is, like, especially once you start up the social media, is don't get hung up on how you're not blowing up, you're not getting a ton of likes, and you're just posting to maybe 2 or 3 people.
Right.
Just don't get hung up on that. All that comes with time.
Yep.
And just go out and shoot, and just like stay away from like all the preset modes, like the sport mode, auto,
right,
aperture priority. Is like just stick on full manual, go out, mess with the settings so you kind of like, okay, that's what this does, that's what this does. And eventually you'll be able to work your camera without having to look down from the viewfinder.
Yeah. Just get really comfortable with it.
Yeah. And there was another one that I had. There was actually a good game that one of my friends taught me. Was he calls it drop it like it's hot. So
I like that. I like where this is going.
It's probably not going the way you think.
Okay.
Pretty much every 5 shots you get, that are in frame, in focus, crystal clear. As soon as you get that, bump down your shutter speed and just rinse and repeat until it's just you can't really get yourself any lower. It's a really good way to help practice your stability. It's a good way to help your shot management, so you're not just burst shooting the whole time. It's just click, click, click. Okay, I got it.
Right.
It's
And
a good idea.
And like once you get down to like an eighth of a second, a tenth of a second, where it's really tricky. Like you'll spend 8 hours trying to get one shot.
Right.
Then once you get back up to a 60th or even a 30th of a second, you're just like, oh, this shit's cake.
Yeah, it's a breeze.
I can do this all day.
To kind of challenge yourself in a way to see. Yeah. No, that's cool. That's good advice too. Hell yeah. Yeah, I like that stuff. That's stuff that I wish I would have done too. Like I went full manual right away, but I'm manual on video. So it's a little different for me. Like I don't have to worry about a lot. I set my shit and I worry about my aperture and my focus. That's it. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like you guys, again, I give so much kudos to photographers because I could never fucking do it. I see the shots and I'm like, there's no way.
I actually used to do a little bit of just fun little video stuff here and there. And, well, I mean, a lot of it translates directly over. It's a lot of the same principles apply. It's just, okay, so instead of your focus and aperture, now it's just working on your shutter speed and just keeping it stable, keeping the car in frame.
Yeah.
A lot of it translates directly over.
Yeah. Yeah, I should try it. I only did like a little bit, and it's fun, but it's also frustrating. So, I'm like I don't know, set it forget it kind of guy because my brain doesn't work too well. So, I'd probably be using all like aperture priority and just like just doing something dumb, and then my shots would look super generic. So I do give kudos to photographers a lot. Sick. Do you have any shout outs? Do you have anybody that has, helped you along the way? Do you have any just like, anybody you're working with, any organizations, any shout outs?
There's 3 that I can think of. One of them is Photomotive, spelled F-O-T-O, then Motive.
Okay.
He's based out in the Black Hills area. He's kind of the guy who kind of helped push me kind of turn this whole thing into a potential business.
Yeah. Sick.
And who also bullied me into letting people pay me. And many props to him for kind of pushing me.
Oh yeah.
Another guy is KW Photo 28 on Instagram, and he also Kevin Williams Photography on Facebook. He's based out of St. Paul, Minnesota. He helped one of my friends, Dusty, who passed away recently, and pretty much got him to where he was probably one of the biggest photographer names in the Midwest.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah.
And he's also helping me out a little bit here and there, kind of getting the whole, because I want to try to do more like the portraits, the senior photos. He's kind of helping me kind of get that set up because he does all that stuff full time.
Nice. Yeah. Hell yeah. It's good to have somebody that's like able to take you under the wing a little bit and spread, because all that stuff will translate also into absolutely everything. You know what I mean? And you got somebody in the chat, Caitlyn, saying Kevin is such an awesome human.
Oh yeah, he's great.
It's so neat that everybody, like, there's like the web of people that know each other through media is super sick. It's just like the drifters. Like, we know so many people spread out, and then we have our pockets of media. But you media have the same thing. You have like your web of people where you can like talk and interact with, and it was cool to see people asking like, certain questions about photos and stuff. It's really cool. I love to see that camaraderie. So that's definitely cool. And you said you have one more shout out. So somebody else?
Yes. His name's Isaac. He's also based out of Minnesota. I cannot say his name for the life of me, but it's like Sketioden on Instagram.
Sketioden.
Spaghetti.
Is he Italian? What'd you say? Spaghetti.
That's his actual name.
I hate you, Jay.
Hey, I'm gonna make it all up to you after this shout out.
Yeah.
Good. I'm scared.
Isaac, he he's the guy who runs the live streams for all of our competition events.
Oh, cool.
Here. And
Sick.
he is probably one of the best videographers I have ever seen.
Nice. Hell yeah.
Like he is able to get such stable shots tracking a car from a monopod going around, and it's ridiculous. The edits he makes are amazing.
Yeah.
The colors that he's able to work with are amazing. Just all around great guy. And yet,
right.
Ari also there agrees with me.
No, that's cool. Especially monopod stuff. That's wild.
Oh, yeah. I tried shooting with a monopod. It's just I'm so used to just the
right.
Your hip is the monopod that I try using it as just force of muscle memory. I turn, then the monopod just falls off from under me. It's like,
oh, geez.
All right, screw this. Yay!
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's sick. Anybody else? Any other homies or any organizations?
Those three have mainly helped me out a lot, so I kind of want to give those guys any sort of attention I possibly can.
That's awesome. So I'm going to put, again, if you're in the chat and you're local, if you're not local, chat and everybody that watches this at a later time, not live, make sure you follow our media brethren's, his Instagram, his Facebook, and also just go check out the other shots. You know what I mean? Like the other media that's up there, and spread the word. It doesn't take a lot to share something, and it can mean the world. I mean, one photo could literally spread around like crazy and help somebody out, for their next event. You have no clue who it's going to reach. So yeah, just be kind. Be kind, rewind. Isn't that what they used to say?
I was going to say that.
Were you really?
Yeah.
They never said that.
My old ass. Mitch, it's been a pleasure. I really appreciate you sticking around because
thanks for that.
Yeah, thank you.
Over here was on a tangent.
I'm over here. Over here.
There you are. You're over there.
I was excited. This is a really good one. I was really into this one.
So angry.
All three. I was fucking
angry.
Too. No, I'm stoked because all three media guests are fucking awesome. And then there's just been some stuff that got me a little perturbed recently, so I had to tangent. But but no, we really appreciate you sticking around. That means a lot. Also, we really appreciate what you're doing for the drifting community. Not just us. I'm sure there's others, but it's not always portrayed. Like it's just a.
Oh yeah.
But that's one of those things, and that's why we're going to start pushing like a share. And again, if even for the Pile Up podcast, like I'm starting to follow. I'm trying to follow everybody on that page, and if we see sick media, we want to repost it. We're trying to grow that to be able to do these and shed light on absolutely every aspect of drifting and the car community that we're involved in. So you are massive parts of this drifting community. Like, honestly, I always say it's the lifeblood of it, because imagine if there was no media, nobody would know where to go. Nobody would know who to contact to drive at these events. Like it's very important. So we appreciate you, and we're fucking stoked, and we're very appreciative that you wanted to even come on. So that means a lot. So thank you for your time.
Blast.
Awesome. Sick. Do you have any questions for us?
Before you go, I drew you this picture.
He drew.
What is that?
It
it's
looks like
a
dragon alligator.
Okay.
The dragon
with a big tooth.
Uh huh.
This is like a Cheez-It with an angry face and one arm.
Nice.
He's getting swallowed by fire.
He's gonna cut him off. I think he's had a little too many.
Yeah.
Just
too many breathing. It's like too many breaths. I didn't even notice you changed your name, Not a Pro Driver.
I just noticed that.
You're so stupid.
Yeah.
I love you.
It was a Pro Driver earlier.
I didn't even notice that.
Conversation. I changed it to Not a Pro Driver.
I appreciate you, James. You're always behind the scenes doing something. Sick. Mitch, thank you so much. Continue to be awesome. And yeah,
I'll try.
I'm sure we'll have you back around too as this thing spins around, buddy.
I'd be more than happy to come back on.
Awesome. We appreciate you, man. So have a good night, man. We'll talk to
you
you
too.
hopefully later.
Goodbye.
See you, Mitch.
Bye, Mitch.
Yeah.
Man, good stuff. James, you're ridiculous.
I drew this picture for Chad. This is a wizard.
What the fuck
What is that?
this?
He's
wizard?
smoking a pipe.
Oh,
He's got
sick.
a feather in his hat.
I love that it has
love that.
a W for wizard.
Yeah.
Damn.
'Cause we don't know. You know what I mean? Like,
I would have never known that
who
was
the
a
beard. Look at his
fuck
beard.
knows? That's
I
a
do
good
see the
beard. Yeah, it's kind of like I don't know if you watch Adventure Time, but you should. It's kind of like the anyway. Yeah, Brian says that drawing sucks. All right. So again, thank you, chat. Thank you, everybody that came on tonight. All of our guests. Make sure you check out all of their Instagram stuff, all of their media. Make sure you support them. We absolutely love media here, and we're not gonna stop doing these. The drawing winners, again, if you were picked, you need to message me your full name and your address so that I can copy and paste, because I am old and tired and I don't like to search through things. So, yes, you are welcome. We love absolutely everybody that's hanging out. This is a long one. Thank you.
This might be our longest, actually.
324. I'm sorry. That's probably my fault. That's probably my fault. I was pissed. I'm still pissed at Aaron Lossy or whatever his name is.
You can be. I am too.
I'm pretty mad. So again, we're out. We love you all. Thank you. We'll see you
next week.
No pod next week, but we will have a video.
Kick your door in.
Eat yourself into a coma like I'm going to.
Nice. Hell yeah. Yep. Send us pictures of all your spreads for Thanksgiving.
Hell yeah.
And guys, I'll see you guys backstage. Everybody else, we love you. Have a great night.
Good night, everybody.